Good morning. Everybody hear me okay? I think I'm coming through. Morning, homies. How y'all doing? Good morning. Happy 2025. Almost said 24 out of habit. How's everybody doing in the new year? Buzz, what's up? Brandon, what's up? Nico, Brad, Thomas, Shwooly, what's up? Y'all, I gotta get my commander decks in order. That's where we're at. It is 2025. All my decks are in different statuses. I was trying to talk to my buddy the other day about what all decks I had for different things, different power levels, strategies, all this stuff. And I was like thinking of stuff as I was going. I was like, I realized I don't know what all I got. Like 2 years ago, I did one of these streams. I haven't done one in nearly enough time since then, obviously. So that's what I'd like to do today. Any feedback you've got, I would love it. Basically looking into like balancing my collection, getting rid of the ones I don't really need, redundancies, stuff like that. Don't really love redundant strategies in commander decks too much. See where I'm at as far as color identity balance. You know, I'd really like to have a monocolor deck of every color, and I don't think I'm very near that right now, but we're gonna find out. So that's what I want to do today. How's everybody's new year? How are y'all doing? Yeah, Nico, it's cold as hell here. I don't know where y'all are at, but in middle Georgia, in the United States, it is quite cold. Right now it is, let's check the weather, 34 degrees outside. Not bad for some of the country, but for Georgia, that's like killer. But, you know, we're also a place where it never snows, so if it snows at all, it's going to shut the whole city down. I got all my decks going here. These are like my main 5 right now. I keep my main 5 in these because I love these deck boxes so much. Then I've got like 9 decks over there that are in a different type of deck box that I delineate as my like secondary roster, my main roster being these 5. And then I've got my old Stanley. I'm actually just going to put this in the main shot. I haven't opened this thing in maybe a year. And so I'm not even really sure what's in there. I think I've probably, you know, picked through it for stuff within the last year to see where I was at with different things, looking for cards. Are there any, you know, dope cards of this color that I'm currently building, that kind of thing. But if anything, it was rifle through, pull some stuff out, maybe make a note of what I took out and then just move on. Yeah, Darth, it'll be interesting to see what all's in there. Nitro 9 degrees. Happy New Year, buddy. Sheesh. Wolfsbane, I do have a Tomb Raider deck. I put that in its own deck box that's not one of these. And I took it off my active roster because it was so powerful after I built it, but I think it's time to pull it back out. Get it back up and going. We'd like to get some more Commander going on the channel, and so we want to make sure that, you know, I want to make sure that I've got a wide assortment of decks ready to roll, basically, at any given point, is where I'm at. Kirk, what's up? Margaret, where do I put the tokens for these? You're talking about for these decks? Right in there. This is a single-sleeved 100-card deck in there. You can see that shot's not bad as far as like room that remains. And then typically with commander decks, I don't know if y'all do this, I'll keep like a sideboard for if a card pisses me off, I can immediately take it out and replace it with something good. And then I've got, you know, tokens in there past that. That's single sleeved. Double sleeved is a little tougher. Let me show you really, like my Urza Chief Artificer deck is pretty packed. Like there's not, you can take out tokens out of the side too. You can see that there. Those fit in there, but this one's pretty packed. This is double sleeved. You can see if I take these tokens, that's just the deck there. Not a lot of, that's pretty packed. But that's like double sleeved, fully, you know. Oh, there's another token. Fully double sleeved deck. Because I wanted to preserve the backs of these cards so that I could sleeve my retro frame only deck in clear sleeves and really get that magic back look to it, you know? That's what this deck's all about. And the construct tokens protect Urza's commander deck. Yeah, this one's weird. I don't play this one near enough for me to have it on my active roster anymore. It's probably going to come off out of these 5 deck boxes anyway. But yeah, we'll see. So basically the idea is you should be following us on Moxfield, by the way. I don't know if you are. Big shout out to Moxfield, one of our sponsors. Let me see if that command is working now. Go follow us over on Moxfield. The idea is to not only kind of update where I'm at on Moxfield, but start making a actual chart, an actual spreadsheet of where I'm at with my decks. So right now I've got Bumbleflower and Iron Man of these 5. I'm pretty sure are going to stay in the active roster. Bumbleflower and Iron Man are pretty much 100% ready to go. I think. We shall see. How's the Bant deck, by the way? Bumbleflower has been a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. Let me just double check this one. I think that I'm 100% ready to go on this one. That's not mine. Bumble's Biscuits Make You Fly. That's my deck list here. So as long as this doesn't have the enchantment... Oh, nope. See, I took Family's Favor out of this deck. So this isn't 100% anymore. Okay. So we just got to take a look and see what it is that's not here. This Thrumming Bird also in the deck, and I took out Family's Favor, Struggle for Project Purity, and Thrumming Bird. Let's see if Project Purity... Yeah, Project Purity's on the Moxfield list as well. That's what I'm talking about. The whole game is just in shambles right now. Is Giggling Skitterspike in the deck? No, so I know that that's a new one. Okay, so we can definitely add Skitterspike in here. Gotta put Giggling Skitterspike in the Bumbleflower deck. I'm dropping too many counters on too many creatures. Attacks, blocks, or becomes the target of a spell. It deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. Yeah, that's definitely going in there. Thrumming Bird I've been okay on, but not fantastic. We're gonna move that to the sideboard. Yeah, Ian, my Iron Man's on my Moxfield. I'm pretty sure it's accurate. We'll look at that one second and do a quick little update on it and make sure that we're accurate here. So let me just really quick rifle through what I think maybe got added or what wasn't in the original. Ghostly Prison? I think I added that after the fact. Nope, that's in there. It's a lot of +1 counters. My deck is built super +1 counters, focus. There's Bird. And it is all about attacking. Bumbleflower's drawing you cards like crazy. Dawn's Truce. Evolution Witness. Oh, Glenn. Do I have Glenn in here? No, I put Glenn in here. I was going through the cards that I just haven't been using and haven't played in a while, but like bought from a secret lair. And I put Glenn in the Bumbleflower deck. I mean, can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. So, you know, early on, we're getting through a lot. And then deals combat damage to a player, draw cards equal to his power. The whole secondary strategy of this deck is draw cards. Because you're constantly drawing cards with Bumbleflower. And so I figured that Glenn, I'm never going to like build a Glenn commander deck. But you got to use the Walking Dead cards where we can. So that was another one that we're testing out in favor of the others. And then I believe it's Homunculus Horde. I don't think I have that in the deck list yet. So that actually was a pretty easy update. I thought it was close. I thought this one was close. Let's get the right version on there for sure. Select foil. Boom. Okay, there we go. So we take out Thrumming Bird to the sideboard, we take out Family's Favor to the sideboard, and we take out Struggle for Project Purity. Project Purity was really good. I just ended up not needing that much more card draw. And it's super easy to move it back in because I'm just keeping it in the deck box. You know what I'm saying? Glenn has always been a fun concept for a commander. Yeah, Nico, I agree. Bumbleflower's insanely fun or insanely infuriating. Oh, nice, Wolfsbane. I've got the Mothman deck over there. I got the 4 Fallout decks, but I didn't sleeve up a single one of them straight up. I sort of harvested pieces from all of them. So that is then completely good on Bumbleflower in its current state. So we'll go over here and we'll say Bumbleflower, white, what is it? White, green, blue. Strategy is +1 counters and card draw. Oh, there's an error because of the thing. There we go. How about that? +1 counters and card draw. That is complete. No proxies. Judgment is main roster. There we go. That's what we're doing. Easily Swayed said, how do you use your sideboards to match power level? No, typically I'll match power level in rule 0 because I have a bunch of decks. What I'll do is I will, I use the sideboard for cards that piss me off. If I don't like cards that are dead in my hand or cards that are too, like, situational. And so I'll run them sometimes. They definitely make deck lists. But if I'm ever, you know, in the middle of a game and a card just sits and sits and sits and sits, or worse, like doesn't do the job that it was put in the deck to do, I'm just getting it out. If there was too much redundancy, if I drew too many, you know, I like to make snap decisions, right? And cut cards off of little to no evidence or experience at all. One time pissed off, to the sideboard with you. I like consistency. I like synergy. I like to hit my land drops. I don't like to screw around with, you know, low land counts. All right, Bumbleflower. Primary. All right, let's take a look at Iron Man. I don't even know what you're talking about, Buzz. Okay, so Cyberdrive Awakener is a card. I didn't actually think I had a copy of it, but turns out I did. And so that is going to make it in here. And I know that there's already a card in here that shouldn't have made the deck. Oh yeah, dude. Those sleeves on the Iron Man deck are sick. I don't know if you saw the video that I made on this deck, but yeah, dude. Same time. Came out at the same time too. It's so beautiful. Current roster. Jarvis dropped my needle. Okay, so this deck is... Let me make sure that cards like... Oh, I think I completely destroyed it. Where's the equipment? Nettlecyst? Yeah, see, I've still got Nettlecyst in here. So I'm just going to do a quick run through because I did... Did Cyberdrive make the final list or did I just not put it in there because I didn't think I had it? No, I did. Okay, so we're just going to... And Sculpting Steel, that's in there? Oh, yeah. Not the right version. Gotta go through and do that too, but that's a battle for another day. Oh, Ruin Grinder. Did Ruin Grinder make the cut? Nope, there it is. So Ruin Grinder. It's so funny going back through. I just can see a card and be like, I thought I cut that. LP, what's up? Good to see you. Easily Swayed. It is a lot like the penalty box. That's actually a really good way to put it. That's a really good way to put it. I have a bench ready to roll, and if you get put in the penalty box as a card... Did Galvanic Blast make this list? Got to. Yes. As did the Counterspell. Ah, Storm's Will? Yes, it did. Perfect. Untimely? Yes, it did. Perfect. Oh my god. Dude, I was playing... Oh, dude. You ever built Sword of the Animist into a deck and then found out you didn't have any basics in that deck? It didn't happen with this deck, but I was playing a deck, a 3-color artifacts deck the other day, and I was like, nice, Sword of the Animist. Attach. Let's attack. Fail to find, pass. Die out of complete and utter embarrassment. Did Mjolnir make this list? Yeah, we still got Mjolnir in there. Gotta have the flavor. Arcane Signet, Soul Ring, Mystic Forge. Okay, so I think it was just those two were our last cuts. If we review the history of this... Boink. Power Depot? What is Power Depot? Oh, I gotta go find a copy of that. And Metamorph, that's what it was. Did Whisper Silk Cloak? That's still in the deck? Let's see if Whisper Silk's in here. Put Reaver Cleaver in here. I think that's gonna be nice. Spec, what's up? Good to see you. Oh, what am I looking for? Metamorph? No, Whisper Silk. Mithril. Hammer. Oh, Whisper Silk Cloak. Okay, yep. So Sculpting Steel. So then it's Phyrexian Metamorph. Cyberdrive Awakener. Either one of these. I'm going to leave Ruin Grinder in for now. Okay, so we put the Cyberdrive in there and we got the Nettle Cyst out. I don't have a copy. Where is my Phyrexian Metamorph? This is actually a good question. Want to make Iron Man, but I missed a secret layer, not buying one off the secondary market. Why don't buy one off the secondary market? Secondary market exists as a way to obtain the cards if you miss the initial purchase. $65 spec. You're saying $65 for the whole layer, the non-foil Iron Man layer? Oh yeah, Buzz. The recent history helps me so much. Oh, so much. And you can go in here and decide like you can't really see it, but over here, like what boards you did, and there's this little drop down here. I can show it to you this way. Little drop down here that lets you look at additions or removals specifically, so you can reduce it down. Nails said now's the best time to get Marvel layers on the secondary market. You're going to pay a markup. Yeah, but you're always going to pay a markup for secondary market, and it's the lowest it's going to be for a while. $71 for the foil whole layer Iron Man. Like, that's... It sucks, obviously. Wish everybody could have bought it at the price, but that's not how they did that product. $20 more? Ooh, baby. Don't buy it on the tertiary market. That's the black market. We're getting risky. Thomas, I haven't really dug too far into Innistrad Remastered outside of our video that we've already posted on that. There's nothing that I'm particularly like, I gotta have it. Yeah, anyway, so this... Let's just go back to here. I'm not sure what land I cut. I guess just a mountain probably to put in this land that I'm not running yet. Oh, did I put it in the sideboard? Recent history. Is this recent history different? What just happened? That's weird. What's going on? Hey, Roth, I'm Joel. Happy New Year. One question. If you have a lot of decks, you buy the mana base for all the decks, you use proxies and put the original. Roth, it depends on the card. You know, cards over 10, 20 bucks. I don't see the point in a bunch of copies. Maybe one, maybe two. Multiple copies typically happen if I open a lot of stuff, you know. But in general, you know, like my duels, I only have one copy of each of them and I proxy them for every deck. Brad said 20 bucks not to sit in that line. Okay, so all boards, all actions. Well, I think this is more right now. Because I definitely took those out. Let's go main deck. Here we go. Oh no, I ended up removing Power Depot. Okay. It was Nettle Cyst and Ruin Grinder. Okay, so we're back to back. Okay, this was the last change I made. Here we go. Sorry, I got confused there for a second, chat. I took out Ruin Grinder and Nettle Cyst last update, and I put in Cyberdrive Awakener and Phyrexian Metamorph. So that's where we're at there. I don't know what deck. Let me check a notebook real fast, chat. What was the last set that Phyrexian Metamorph was printed in? Come on, just have one in this notebook, Joel. Just have one. Just have one in this random notebook of random stuff. Come on. Maybe it's in artifacts. I'm not seeing it. It's the worst day ever. Random Cavern of Souls. I know I've got copies. I know I do, chat. Secret Lair Duskmourn. MKM Commander deck. Double Masters. Huh. Crisco, what's up? Wasn't all out, was it? I gotta get a copy of Metamorph. No, it wasn't it. No, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so it's all good. I'm just gonna make a little note ski on my Ruin Grinder. And then this is a deck that I just need to... Okay. Just need to fix up. So we got Iron Man. We got blue-red. Strategy is Voltron. And Affinity. Just because I need Coalescence. There we go. Complete some proxies. Main roster. Boom. Alright. We got two ready to roll. Yeah, you like my new Phyrexian Metamorph, new secret layer, Joel Bozo. Phyrexian Metamorph, not bad. Not bad. Got the Cyber Drive in there, needed a secondary win con, happy with that. Sorry about the shakies there. Alright, where are the decks? Oh, what do y'all want to look at next? We got Omo, Liberty Prime, and Urza. Urza's tough for me, man. I want to love the deck. I want to love it. It is powerful. Alright, I saw 2 Urzas. We'll look at Urza next. This deck is interesting because it doesn't really update. I gotta have retro prints to get, you know, updates into it, obviously. And so that's already a sort of full restriction on the deck. It's complete no proxies. I mean, this one's already ready to be like Urza, Chief Artificer. White, blue, black. Okay, let me fix this. Green, white, blue. Thought I did that weird. This is Constructs and Affinity. I'm gonna say more artifact creatures. Because this is non-creature artifacts, mostly. Iron Man is. You can't sacrifice creatures to his ability. Yeah. Urza definitely is going to get a kick from Innistrad Remastered. If that's the thing, I pretty specifically need artifact creatures printed in retro. Nico, did you give me something for this deck? I don't think you traded me anything for the retro, did you? Oh, did you send me construct tokens that I ended up replacing? I know I traded some patron for the construct tokens, the original ones, but I ended up replacing them with Lucas Graciano signed ones because I'm a mech enjoyer. Mech Warrior was one of my very first video games ever. I'm still waiting for Titanfall 3. This one has been pretty set. You know, I upgraded it the time it came out. Oh, I did get some pieces for it. Look at that. Ooh. That's where that card is. If anybody's like, you're proxying Esper Sentinel. Wow. Spike. Wow. Cool. Oh, I did add Absorb. I think the deck list for this is probably completely wrong. Probably completely wrong. Hey, can somebody do exclamation point Moxfield in chat and see if Nightbot is working? Yeah, Kappa Cannoneer Buzz. That is like, if we take it to Scryfall and you look at frame retro. Sort, date, command. Oh, look at this. I've got the, yeah. See, I've got a commander, got an Esper. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's old. It's not old. I've got this search basically saved. Yeah, here we go. So see, I'm already like, I'm interested by these off power level alone. But if you go type artifact, type creature, we got Esper I mean, we got Kappa Cannoneer pretty much. This one's not terrible. I actually, if anybody's got a copy of this, has anybody got this? $16. Is that the only retro frame Ginger Brute? Yep. $16 Japanese foil retro Ginger Brute? Where is this card from? Oh, sorry. I'm not even looking. Okay, so Moxfield is working. Perfect. Follow us over on Moxfield. Where is this card from? FR, did I mess up the colors on Bumbleflower? I need this card for it. For sure. But you know, it's like I added the Esper Sentinel that we got from MH2 time shifts. I haven't added the Modern Horizons 3 Kappa Cannoneer yet. But this is 100% necessary in that deck. It needs to go in there anyway. Yeah, see, I don't even have Urza on my roster. Joel Commander Bench. Urza all retro. Does not have Esper Sentinel in it. That's for sure. I think I took out Kayla's music box to put it in. This is an important deck list to have the correct one chosen. Okay, I think this deck is correct past that. Oh, I think I did build Urza into it. I think Karn is already in here, or I tested it and didn't like it. Oh yeah, I did put Flare in here, Flare of Malice. And Urza Lord High Artificer is in here now. Move to main. And then Flare of Malice. Okay, so did I take out Rebirth? Do a really quick sort here. Instant, creature, artifact, land. Instant, creature. Flare of Denial is in here too. Does Flare of Denial need to be in here? We'll test it out. I got a foil retro one, why not? Okay, so I definitely had put a little bit of work on this deck. Wow, foil Flares of Denial at 18 bucks. Wow. Yeah, I know it doesn't seem great. Dom, what's up? Yeah, I know it doesn't seem great, Buzz, but it's a retro card. And it's foil. Instant land. We'll run Soul Ring in here. Polluted Delta. I doubt I put that in here yet. No. Damn, those retro foils are getting up there for the MH3. Oh man. You see that foil $68 for the full retro Polluted Delta? I guess I can't see, but I'm adding it here. That's pretty crazy. Enchantments in my artifact deck. Okay, so now I should have an easier time. Let's look at the sorceries first. Thoughtcast, yes. Vindicate, yes. Sphinx's Revelation got cut. Preordain, Phyrexian Rebirth, Austere Command, March of Progress. Looks like I took out Urza's Ruinous Blast and March of... no, I got that one. Oh, Savine's Reclamation. Still one up. Oh, I've got to feed the swarm missing. Did I put that in instance maybe accidentally? Oh no. Feed the swarm is not in here for some reason. Must have taken it out to be in a different deck. Oh, I got more cards here. I'm an idiot. There it is. Savine's is here too. I was like, what the? Okay. Alright. Okay. Sphinx's Revelation is an instant anyway. Alright, let me undo what the fuck I'm doing here. You go back, move to main deck. Okay, let's try again. Static Graveyard Hate ban? I don't know about that, Henra. Yeah, they did what they could with those. Steve, what's up, buddy? Alright, let's take a look at sorceries. So in the deck, I've got Preordain, Feed the Swarm, March of Progress, Savine's, Vindicate, Thoughtcast, Austere Command, and Phyrexian Rebirth. Okay, sorceries are good and locked. Instants. Sphinx's Rev, Despark, Thirst for Knowledge, Flare of Denial, Swords to Plowshares, Absorb I added. Because it is fun. Nice, they even gave me the retro. And Jake sent me a retro foil of this. So gotta get that in there. Swords, Despark, Absorb, Flare, Rev, Flare, Thirst for Knowledge, Flare. Yep, okay. Sorceries and instants are good. I think I can already see some of the cards I took out. 34 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 32. Okay, so two of the creatures on this list are not in my hand here. Rafa, when you have a small budget per month to build a deck, what do you recommend starting to buy? That is, should you start with the mana base or with the instants, etc.? Rafa, Rafa, I would say if you've got a small budget per month to build a deck, put it into a bucket and save up and pick up a precon and do that like with different colors and strategies like 3 times across 3 different sets, and you're gonna have a pretty sick collection of like really good commander cards going. And then you can look at like lands past that. I would say if you're actually wanting to put money onto cards, the best lands aren't going to come in precons. And so your triomes, anything that's a dual or close, meaning, you know, shocks or check lands, anything like that. And then your fetches, that kind of stuff is not going to come in precons. And that's all just to even out your experience. You don't need them to play, but it makes the experience of any deck more consistent to be able to, for instance, crack a fetch land, go get a triome. Like that is, it can't be overstated how much that can streamline and make your experience better. But also proxy those things as far as I'm concerned until you have them. But I'd say precons, if you're gonna like, unless you don't want to build from, you know, pre-existing cards or pre-existing lists, like you really want to build it yourself, I agree with BuzzFuzz. Foundation starter set. Jake's got a full breakdown of that, and he shows you like building a commander deck from it. I would say that's a really good place to start. Okay, so I'm going to go through these and just check them off the list as we go. Taunos, yes. Silas is yes. So with this deck, actually, I'm not seeing... oh, there he is. With this deck, Urza, if you've not played this before, Urza has affinity for artifact creatures, and so the more 3 or less artifact creatures we can get on the board, the more we work toward a turn 3 or 4 Urza, because we can get Urza down to just Esper colors and keep the, you know, tax low too if we've got artifact creatures on the battlefield. Gives all of our artifact creatures menace, and at the end step creates a construct that gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. So big focus of this is impactful artifact creatures where possible. 3 less, 4 less, stuff like that. Trinket Mage is in there. Junk Diver. Should absolutely be, when this put into a graveyard, return another artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Not sure why that's not in this deck, but it definitely should be. I don't know why it's not on this list. It's in the deck. That's so weird. Junk Diver. Easy include. I've got my OG Urza's one. Okay. Cool. Let's go with Baleful, yes. Ethersworn Adjudicator, yes. Scrap Trawler. It's a 3-mana one, yes. Shimmer Dragon, yes. Adaptive Automaton, of course. Stroh's Toolbox, yes. Ever seen this card before? Pay 2, regenerate target artifact creature. Crazy. Rafa, you said, actually, I have 4-color Omna with all fetches and shocks. So yeah, I mean, proxy those for your other decks. Yeah, Jorah's Toolbox is a cool card. Hasn't had a reprint in a long time. But I found it when I was exploring my older... You know, when I was doing that search for only retro 3-mana or less artifact creatures specifically. You'd be surprised. There's not a ton of options. I'm running cards like Etched Champion, you know? Not terrible, but maybe something better. Maybe something better exists. Noxious Gear Hulk, Etched Champion. Armagree, this card is so good. Armix Filigree Thrasher, I've had such good success with. Steel Overseer. Marionette Master. O'Shiel is card draw. Chrome Courier is another 3-drop. Emery is so good in this deck. Whirler. Dig Site Engineer. Provoker. Inspector. Sculler. Lots of Urs. Lots of jobs with Urs in here. Burnished Heart. Burnished Heart. Ethereum Sculptor. Master of Ethereum. Where's Master of Ethereum? There it is. Thought Monitor. Herald of Anguish, Ornithopter of Paradise, Esper Sentinel, Worm Coil, and Urza. So it looks like I didn't see Angel of the Ruins. That makes sense. That seems like a card where I was like, this is just too much mana. What else didn't I see? I think I cut Solemn Simulacrum from this deck. Solemn just getting cut from so many decks for me nowadays. It's crazy. Not even terrible in this deck. That might be a decision I want to revisit. Move to sideboard there. What else did I not call out? Burnished? I don't think I'm running Burnished Heart anymore. Yeah, Rafa, of course. We are here to help people build out their collections on a budget. Get playable decks. And fight the fight that proxies will not hurt you. You will be okay. You will survive someone playing a proxy across the table from you. Whether or not they own the card, you will be just fine. You will survive. Move that to sideboard. Psy? Did Psy get taken out of here? I don't remember seeing Psy Master Thopterist. Yep. Psy got moved to the sideboard. Okay, let's see where we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait, I have Burnished Heart in here. I was wrong about that. I just found it. Huh. Domain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 32. Oh, okay, so I'm right on. Here we go. Solemn over burnished. Yeah, probably. I just love, bro, I love the 3. It's the 3. I want to guarantee myself, hopefully, to get, you know, I want to play Urzon turn 4 pretty much. And so I suck out to artifacts that are artifact creatures specifically that are 3 mana or less. Baleb, I appreciate that. I mean, it's also a big reason why with my decks, I'm like, here's exactly how I plan to beat you. Here's the best way to stop me. Because I want you to beat me, I want you to beat me because, or I want to beat you because you couldn't stop me. Not because you didn't know what was coming. I did cut Chrome Mox from this deck because there are so many there's so many colorless cards in here. He said while running Flare of Malice and Flare of Denial. But I did cut Chrome Mox from this deck. I know that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's one more in here that I'm not running. Cranial. It's the Signets, maybe? I don't know that I would take the Signets out just because I've got them all signed by Dan Frazier. Oh, it's Relica Progenitus. I'm not running that anymore. That's what it is. Boom. Okay, this deck is pretty much updated. Move to sideboard. Enchantments. Oh, no! I am running an extra enchantment here. So I added Tempered Steel back in because it ended up being really good in a game where I tested it. For all of my constructs to suddenly go up +2/+2. And any of my little baby artifact creatures that come down early. I'm back up to 101. Did I cut a land? $33 lands. Wait. $33 lands? What the heck is going on there? Why am I down to 33 lands? Holy mercy. Yeah, Nico, I mean, I hear what you're saying, kind of, but Jake got me this one as a gift, got it signed. It's one of those that's just definitely staying in there because Jake got it for me and got it signed. I am off on a count somewhere. 3 enchantments. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 artifacts. What am I missing up? Oh, wait. Do I have... No, I don't have lands in here. I'm so confused. I'm gonna unconfuse myself. It's gonna take a second though. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 instants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sorceries. No, I know, Nico. I know you were joking with that piece, just in general. I mean, not a fun card, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32. Creatures are right as well. Okay, so my lands are just off? This doesn't make any sense. Well, chat, this is why you go through your decks. I'm like up a card, numero uno. So I need to make a cut. Oh my gosh, what the... How could this possibly have happened? Well, I mean, obviously I don't. Because that's what I just did. Buzz was check my creatures, sorcery, instant, artifact and enchantment counts, and those are all right according to the Moxfield list. I'm just missing 4 lands. Well, 36. I was going to go down to 36 because I've got so many mana rocks. But I'm even missing, like, 2 islands, 3 plains. Yeah, so I'm missing an island for sure. And then some other stuff. I got to figure this one out. Okay, cool. So this is incomplete, no proxies, missing lands. We're not going to make a judgment on that one yet. Interesting. The things you find. That is so strange. The thing that's wigging me out about it is that the weirdest thing is that this deck, unlike any other deck, has clear sleeves. That's so weird. I'll have to look into that one, chat. I'm not 100% sure what happened there. But we will figure it out at a later date. Let's take a look at Omo. That is so weird. Nico, I think maybe, yeah? I'm actually trying to remember the last time I played this. I actually think, yeah, I do remember vaguely. I just don't understand how it happened. It's not like I swapped him into a different deck. Weird. Yeah, but where'd the sleeves go? I only had the 1 box of clear sleeves. That's the weird part. Anyway, let's take a look at Omo. I don't even know what the status is of this deck list. If I even have a deck list for this. Oh, it's on my current commander roster. Nope, that's Prosh. Commander bench. Sleeved up the tokens, yeah, but in penny sleeves. Current roster does not have Omo on it. Commander bench. Jump scare. Twitch Willow. Nope, I don't even have this one recorded. So I need to do that. I'll scan this one in at some point. Let's take a look at it. That means that's kind of nice. There's no, at the very least, there's no deck list to match up with upgrades. Thing is this deck is completely, I'm going to double check it here, but I think this deck is completely proxy free. This is just such a weird deck, y'all. I've played it. Sometimes I'm like, heck yeah, that's crazy. I loved it. And sometimes I'm like, that was a little boring. It's a little bit landfall. I don't know. Maybe this one needs... Yeah, you like those sleeves? Join the Jajam Patreon and you can get these sleeves. And you can get them. And you can get them in different colors. Oh, yeah. But this deck is completely together. I think maybe a part of me not feeling this deck too much is, well, the last time I played it, I tried to play it one-on-one, and that did not go well, because this deck wants to get deep into a game and dirtle. Maybe that's one of my problems with it. It's not as aggressive as I typically like to play. Look at that bent. This is from the damn premium commander decks. For that ripple foil. Crisco, go get your sleeves. Yeah, so Omo's on there. It's just like so weird. It's like big mana everything. Big mana everything. I don't even know what to call this deck. Omo, Queen of Vesuva. This is gonna be green blue. It is big mana Simic trick creature and land tricks. It's like a trick deck. Status complete. No proxies. We'll withhold judgment. All right. That's those two. Big discovery there was that Urza Chief Artificers got the wrong number of lands. That's very strange. Still kind of wigging me out. Liberty Prime. This is a deck I have not really played too much. Barry Voltron. It needs the I've got some sideboard stuff there that I'm thinking about working in. You know, it's just all about energy and Voltron-y stuff. Oh, Foil Brotherhood Regalia is in that deck. I actually think this list is correct. Then Melek. Oh wow, I don't have my Liberty Prime on here either. Oh, I need to put that on my thing. Need deck list on Moxfield. Looks like I do not have. That's why we do this. Nico, no, that's part of what I'm doing here. Yeah, Buzz, I don't think I'm going to be doing too many upgrades to this deck currently. I need to play it a couple more times. Because it's got some potential. I mean, I'm running modern banned cards, so it's got to be strong, right? Prize statue, you know, it's just a lot of like similar crossover pieces from Iron Man is what happened. Because this one is also about, if you're not familiar with Liberty Prime Recharge, it's a white, a red, a blue, and 2 other. Trample Haste, whenever it attacks or blocks, you have to sacrifice it unless you pay 2 energy. And then you pay 2, tap it, sack an artifact, you get 2 energy and draw a card. So the way you can stack that is Liberty Prime attacks, you pay 2 mana, tap it, sack an artifact, you get 2 energy and draw a card. And then the attacks or blocks, sacrifice it unless you pay 2 energy thing resolves. So you have the 2 energy from its own ability. But it ends up tapped, and so in a perfect world, you either want ways to untap Liberty Prime, or in a perfect world, you want ways to be creating a lot of energy. Because that Vigi and Trample and Haste is really great, but every time it attacks, you got to pay 2 energy, and every time it blocks, you got to pay 2 energy. So you need some good energy. Good energy production. This is one that, yeah, it really needs to be play tested some. Liberty Prime, blue, red, white. Strategy is energy, Voltron. Yeah, we're just gonna go there. Complete, no proxies. Need deck list on Moxfield. Needs correction. We're just gonna make the judgment of Urza's that it needs correction. I'll put this one away. Prime is the commander you'd play if you were 2 energy. Satya's good. I think Dom has played Satya a lot. Gotta update my Omo deck with a creature finisher because the last game against the Selesnya deck was a slog to get through. Are you running Aziri's Predation? Aziri's Predation is a good route to take that. All right, we're through the main 5 that were in the active roster boxes. We might get some deck box swaps, but we'll see. Let's look at the not in the nice deck boxes decks and see where we're at. So, somebody was asking about Lara Croft. Here she is. Lara's deck, I'm interested if I took it off of... Lara Croft Tomb Raider, here we go. I bet this one has still got... Talk about a deck list that hasn't been touched. Oh, and then here, this is the deck that I had Sword of the Animist in because it's a legendary artifact, one of the top legendary artifacts. And I absolutely don't run a basic in this entire deck. What can you do, chat? What can you do? What deck was it that I had Sword of the Animist in? Iron Man? I think that was a proxy in there. Dom, we could do a play each other's decks episode. That'd be interesting. Swap decks. That'd be a way to theme let's play generic, like just whatever decks kind of theme. Yeah, Satya can be mean. I think that Buzz said something about like he's just got too many ETB decks. You have the Satya deck sleeve. Played it with 0 upgrades, still want to update it, but I'll wait for more energy cards. Nico, how's it played unupgraded? Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. That's what we say to goblin extortionists. Stay banned. Bye. Don't love you. Bye. Always keep my extra 1 or 2 dragon shields in the box too. I'm a fiend. I'm a fiend for dragon shields. Shout out to our sponsor Dragon Shield. We just re-up with them for another year. Love Dragon Shield. Let's see. Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. She's got first strike and reach. Whenever she attacks, you exile up to 1 target legendary artifact or legendary land from a graveyard. Put a discovery counter on it. You can play a card from exile with a discovery counter on it this turn. The end of combat on your turn. If you attacked, create a treasure token. So it's really nice to get a turn 1 or turn 2 creature down. Drop Lara by turn 2 or 3, depending on ramp, and already be able to attack and create that treasure. And then you're into, you know, I want to burn cards into my graveyard. Start getting extra card advantage out of that. Putting stuff into discovery exile so that Lara can turn it into cards on our battlefield. I'm just going to kind of separate by proxy right now. This deck is mostly... Oh, it's sorted by mana values. That's why I was so... Eesh. Here we go. Okay. I was like, what is going on here? Mana value. There we go. There we go. Okay. Tarian Soul Cleaver, that's a proxy right now. Totex, Black Blade. Yeah, this one's got quite a few proxies. Got some stuff that's not, for sure. Oh, I did take out Mysterious Stranger, I know that. I had Mysterious Stranger in there originally because it came out about the same time, just after Lara Croft, as I was building it. And it was our preview card for Fallout. One of our preview cards for Fallout. Swiftfoot? Yeah. I put Genesis Wave in here. A big time finisher in this deck. It gets mana. It definitely hits mana hard at a certain point, especially when those treasure tokens start adding up and not getting used. And so I found myself winning a lot of games by casting Kamal's Druidic Vow. Look at the top X cards of your library. Put any number of land and or legendary permanent cards with converted mana cost X or less onto the battlefield. Genesis Waves for 1 more mana. Before your X, reveal the top X. Put any number of permanents, mana value X or less, from among them onto the battlefield. So it's just redundancy. And since they gave us a cool new version of it in Foundations, I opened it and I was like, all right, we're definitely redundancy on that effect. That's fine. Got Wheel of Fortune in here. Proxied up, but I actually own a copy. Helm of the Host is, yeah, for sure in here. Enduril's in here. I've got to look for newer stuff. Passionate Archaeologist, is that in the original version? No. I did put Passionate Archaeologist in here. All the Bandit Lord is in there. Namo, Blasphemous Act. Yeah, some cards I'm just going to leave proxy because I've definitely got them. Oh, Arena of Glory. And I believe Shifting Woodland made this deck too. Ooh, this one's going to need a whole... update. Glowin, Milliken. Make sure these are in here. Glowin's in here. Milliken's in here. The cards like Wooded Foothills. Okay, it was already in there. Nice. Chameo. Yes. Greaves. Goldspan. Yes. Thirst. Yeah, definitely in there. Rose is in there. Yep, legendary artifact. Deranged Assistant. Yep, Katesh, Emery. Breeding Pool. Reality Shift. Big Score. Safekeeper. Unexpected Windfall. There's no listings for Lara Croft on TCG Player? Not that hard to believe. That's crazy. Thrill is in there. Misty? Oh, I did put the Iron Crag in here. I don't think the Iron Crag... Oh, yeah, it is already in there. Look at that. Oh, I put 6 in here because that's fantastic. That's definitely not on this list yet. Six is so good. And one of my favorite cards of the year. Oh, that card can come out. I've been running Mazzolanti in this deck because it's a legendary artifacts graveyards thing. But look at that. 4 or more permanent types. Artifact, battle, creature, enchantment, land. Y'all saw how many enchantments I run in this deck. It's like 3. Artifacts, yes. Lands, probably. But like battle or planeswalker. That one's getting the axe. So I know that that's something to come off of here. Yep. Goodbye. Sort of the Animist came out. Goodbye. So then the question is, What is the one extra card I'm running right now? Oh, it was probably a land, wasn't it? Because I definitely put in... Let's just double check the lands. Okay, so this one didn't need as big of an update as I thought it did. As far as like making the actual deck and the deck list match. That wasn't immediately a given with this deck. Arena is in there, Rivendell, Trop, Volcanic, Fence, All, Stomping Fair, Shire District, Cascade. Shifting was in there, so I was right to add that one. Command, Besiege, Shinka, Yavimaya, Flooded. There's Great Hinge. Make sure I didn't leave any lands on the table here. Laura is very like value oriented. Blue, green, red. It is not necessarily a Voltron deck per se. You know, it runs 18 creatures, so I can put it I've got the other, you know, putting things like Shadow Spear or Ember Cleave or Hammer Helm, any of that, Anduril. It's an interesting one. I think the sorceries and instants probably need to get cut down a little bit. Maybe even add in a couple more creatures, couple more artifacts. Without touching it much, it was just very powerful deck out of the box, and so I stopped playing it for a little while and worked on other stuff. But now's a good time to kind of revisit it, tune it up, and make it the one of one that it should be. Yeah, food. Yeah, we got a lot of like commander deck based content in the plans, and I just realized I wasn't where I needed to be as far as... I don't know how I'm gonna do this as far as wasn't where I needed to be as far as knowing what I've got. Ancient Tomb, Arena of Glory. I saw it earlier. Got it. Osiju I saw. Got it. Breeding Pool. It's gonna be a no-brainer. Got it. Yes. Cascade Bluffs. Organize these so I can see all the names at once, maybe. Instead of going and fully alphabetizing this right now for ease of access. Cascade Bluffs. That must have been what I cut because I'm not seeing it. Which would make sense. Man Beacon, Commercial District, Croft Manor, duh. Minamo. I've seen Dreamroot. I saw it earlier. Cascade. Yeah, there it is. Picket. Yeah, see, I don't have. Dude, that's a good approach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 37. You know what I did? All of these filter lands I took out for the duels when I got those. Not a bad upgrade. What do you say? We got Rivendell. Yeah. Arena. Oh. Well, if we're gonna do all that, we gotta add Taiga in, right? So I'm up a card right now. Did I take Helm's Deep out? No, I've still got Helm's Deep in there, right? Mines. Kind of feel like I took Helm's Deep out. Yeah. Shinka? Oh no, I've got Shinka. Gaia Reach? Oh, I've got that too. Mines Rogue's Passage. That's what it is. Took the Rogue's Passage out because it's not super Voltron-y. There you go. 100 cards. I think this is accurate now. So we have got Lara Croft. Lara Croft. Green, blue, red. This is legendary. It's like Value Town. I think we're going to move Lara Croft to the main roster for this year. What do y'all think? Bob, what's up? What cards did you keep from the secret layer in the deck? Already have a non-foil search for as candidates. Maybe worth it. Maybe more worth it to buy singles. Oh yeah, yeah. Wolfsbane. I'm big on if it came in the secret layer, I'm gonna suck out and run it unless it's just like completely indefensible. And for me, you know, even cards like Storms of Yamatai, it misses our commander and kill everything 3 or less. So the short answer is all of them. Mazzalanti. Catch you later. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20. Lara Croft's also where my real copy of the One Ring is. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Want to know something that got me salty about this layer? Is that I bought the foil version and the secret card was Croft Manor and it did not come in foil. Ugh. Very frustrating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm missing a card. Okay, so this one's not quite complete. Something is happening, yeah. Genesis Wave is in there. Hers is in there. Key is in there. Oh, Rashmi and Ragavan. That's who it is. Okay, so this one's got problems. Because I definitely put Rashmi and Ragavan in this deck. Now that puts the list at 101. Oh my god. My deck is at 99. Oh, did I cut Displaced Dinosaurs? I don't have Displaced Dinosaurs. I don't have a copy of that. I think I might have cut it because I didn't have a copy. I tried to make this one only proxy up cards that I already own. Yep, that's what it is. There's some random shit back here. So that's one, and I think Solemn came out too. I think that might be what it is. That's definitely what it is. Okay, so I put my extra copy of Solemn somewhere. Yeah, I'm not sure where the extra Solemn ended up, but that's what it is. So I need a 99th card. Is there anything in Foundations? There weren't any legendary artifacts or lands in Foundations, were there? No. Those are all the reprints anyway. Eh. I'll have to figure this out another time. Yeah, it just needs to be a legendary artifact. Is really what this one needs. And I don't have a sideboard for this one going, I don't think. Negative. Got the treasure token that came with the layer, and that's it. Huh. Oh. We're at 99 on Laura. We'll go from there. Take it back to incomplete on my list. This is what happens when you're just moving through. You're like, oh, I want that card for this deck. And you just take it out, move cards around, never revisit. It's tough. Incomplete. We're gonna go add one card, main roster. Okay. We fixed that. Yeah, the Urza deck, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Inspired me to buy that Ugin from War of the Spark Mythic Edition. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a good one. Which Secret Layer Soul Ring do you run? Gaming Bob, it depends on the deck. That Lara Croft deck, there's a sub secret layer theme in it with the Galaxy Foil secret layer. If you remember that one. I can't remember what it was called. But nice little crossover there with that secret layer. Looks cool. This is Elevair. As you can see, look at that sideboard for Elevair. The heck is that? There's lots of options for a green-white auras deck. I don't know if y'all have ever noticed. Yeah, so this one, those are tokens as well. I've only got 3, really. Lion Umbra, Ephemerate, and Abundant Growth are the sideboard right now. That's just tokens. Let's check this list. That one's good to go. And if you type !Moxfield, it's gonna give you the link directly to our Moxfield profile. You should follow us over there. You'll see all of our decks that are listed. And as you can see, I am trying to get them listed and get them correct. Here it is, Joel's Elevair. Arc Reactor Soul Ring. Arc Reactor Soul Ring's in Iron Man. My dude. Heck yeah, I am. Alright, I would assume that this deck is like good to go. Let me double check things like Wild Growth are in here. Nope, it is not good to go because there's Wild Growth right there. Yet another one. Let's add it to the log. Elevair. What's the full name here? Of the Wild Court. Green white. No, just green white. This is Enchantress. I'm gonna say Enchantress Beatdown. Okay, let's see if we can figure out what's the problem with this one. I ended up going through and adding in a little bit more ramp because the first version just did not have enough. Also, Savannah's been added. I bet that's not on here. Yeah, but that was easy just to swap out with a basic, I'm pretty sure. Heroic. Kodama, I need a copy of. Oh, Valgavoth's Lair isn't in there either. Savannah I've added since then, and then Valgavoth's, counting towards the enchantment count. Buzz, how's that new job, by the way? You started over there already? Alright, instant. A sorcery in this economy? This is mostly, as you can see, creatures and enchantments. One of my favorite newer cards that people just aren't as in love with as I am. Nice, Buzz. From your graveyard, y'all, you can pull the auras in from your graveyard. Amazing. Lets me comfortably, that's not where that goes. Lets me comfortably play out my creatures without having to worry about stuff dying and it being wasted. So I can just get it all back. I run the, there you go, Bob. This is the Commander Collection green Soul Ring in my Elevera Enchantress deck. So it's very like dependent on the theme of the deck. I like to theme all my stuff. I put the green, since it was already in there, I put the Commander Collection green in there as well. I believe our Gothian Enchantress got cut just because of it's expensive right now. And I had copies that, or I had most of this deck is not proxy, except for, again, stuff like duels that I proxy for all my decks. Soaring is also the only artifact in this whole deck, I think. So, let's check creatures first. This says we have 26 creatures in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 creatures. So we are down 2. I did cut Brawn. And I cut Ox Drover. I already know those. I already know the answer to those. Okay, so this one was easy. Creatures now look completely correct. Is Keeper of the Accord still in here? No. No, I didn't think so. So this is actually gone too. Iliad's Pilgrim is in there. Of course, Spirit Dancer is in there. Mystic. Yenna. Naturalist. Enchantress. Capuchin. And Tuco. There we go. Springheart. My Springheart Nantuko. My sweet little Springheart Nantuko. So good. Eidolon of Countless. Yep. Setessan. Yep. Johnny's. Kodama. Archivist. There's the Pilgrim. There's the Gnarlid. Bird. Archon. And Siona. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 24 creatures. Good to go on the creatures. Sorceries. Only have 5 sorceries in here. I am no longer running 3 dreams. Took the tutor out. Easy peasy. Instance. Those are the instants. Except we did put Heroic Intervention in here. Boom. And we put the Fallout Foil. Extendo. And then the 1 Soul Ring. We got that. And then enchantments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, 28 enchantments. So we got 2 more in there than we did. Inscription, Sylvan Library, Ordeal of Nylea. Strong Back is not immediately on here, which makes sense because I added that one in Fallout. Oh, do I have it in my sideboard? Yes. Now it's in my main board. Okay. Shield of the Oversoul. There it is. Armadillo Cloak. Kenriths. Ancestral. Mantle of the Ancients. Ethereal Armor. Tarmogoyf Nest. That's the other one I added. What an aura. What an aura. We're going to create creatures that Elevera can put further... what's it called? Virtuous rolls on? Yes. Absolutely. No, not a financial audit, Marcus. Just going through my commander decks for the year and making sure I'm all set up and ready to roll. Snake Umbra, Songbirds, Animal Friend. I've been testing this one out because it creates more tokens for the Virtuous Aura to go on to. Rancor, Spectral Ward, Audacity, Drinker's got to be in here, right? Yes. Daybreak, yes. Yes. Audacity, Warblier, Enchantress Presence. Sage's Reverie, Songbirds, Indomitable Might. All That Glitters. Didn't have an All That Glitters in this deck originally. Angelic Destiny. Okay, so I took out Indric Umbra. Don't know what all those words were. Fertile Ground. Oh, wow. Fetile, not fertile. Wild Growth. Also not on here. Wow. Oh, Felidar Umbra definitely came out. Rune of Might came out, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. Rune of Might came out. I believe Snake Umbra came out too. Nope, Snake Umbra's still in there. Ancestral Mask still in here. Yep. Darksteel, All That Glitters, Indomitable, Songbird, Sage's Reverie, Umbra, Presence, Warbriar, Blessing, Audacity, Daybreak, Rancor, Spectral Ward, Animal Friend, Tarmogoyf Nest, Ethereal Armor, Mantle of the Ancients, Ancestral, Fenrith's Transformation, Strongback, Ordeal, Sylvan Library, and Eldrazi Conscription. Not sure what I'm missing here. Because there's definitely an extra one in here. Wild Growth. I'm missing one off the list here. Or the other way around. I've got an extra one in here, I think, that I'm not. Accounting for. Strongback, yeah, that's there. Oh, nice, Bob. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy what you run into. Oh, I've got Strength of the Harvest here. Is that what my extra card is? No. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 28. Okay, so there's just an extra one in here. Ethereal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 drops. Yes. Ordeal, Kenrith's, Animal Friend. Oh, it's Spectral Steel. There it is. Boom. Okay. Lands. But then I'm also running Strength of the Harvest, which has to go in this deck. I'm just going to put it right there. Yep. Okay. So then my lands must just be horribly off. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Yep. So then it's going to be basics most likely is where I put the other stuff. So I bet if we just count the basics out, this list will be correct. And we'll be good to go. You know, as soon as the new legends start coming out this year, we're going to be building new stuff. I don't think there's anything in Innistrad that I'm actually interested in building. Because, you know, I would have already chosen to or not before, I feel like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 forests. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plains. What? Man tower. Fortified village. Hall of Heliads. War room. Castle Ardenvale. Vitugazi. Brushland. Sungrass. Canopy. Vista. Unless you control 2 or more basics. Whatever. Overgrown. Farmland. Static Orchard. Temple of Plenty. Stirring Wildwood. Dogavoth's Lair. Sunpetal Grove. Command Beacon. Savannah. Rogue's Passage. So those are all in there. So Restless Prairie. We did not see. Myriad Landscape. We did not see. Crows and Verge. We did not see. And that solves that problem. Boom. This deck is correct. The collectors buzz. The collectors are already selling pretty well. All right. Nice to be coming out of a deck audit and not have a bunch of problems that I have to fix about a deck. Hey-o. Enchantress Beatdown complete. Some proxies. I believe main roster. We'll see. I'm not ready to give away those spots yet. Those are good. All right. Past that, I have got a full proxied copy of Zimone Mystery Unraveler. This is just a deck that I think I'm taking off. It's fine, but Omo is already Simic landfall-y kind of stuff. I've got a mono green landfall straight up graveyard, you know, Crucible of Worlds landfall deck that I want to play more. And so, I mean, Zimone is really cool, y'all. Did y'all play this or play against it? Whenever a land you control enters Manifest Dread if it's the first time. And then otherwise you can turn a permanent you control face up. So you just put insane, you know, like Blightsteel Colossus stuff face down. And you're going for like 2, like Ancient Silver Dragon. Get Zimone on the battlefield. Landfall. Manifest Dread, which is... The reminder text is there. To Manifest Dread, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one in the battlefield face down as a 2/2. And the other under your graveyard. Turn it face up anytime for its mana cost. If it's a creature. But you get to flip the thing over for free without its casting, without its cost, because otherwise you can turn a permanent you control face down on that second landfall. And so you can get like Ancient Silver Dragon turn 4, turn 5. It just runs so many of the exact same types of cards. I played this one. I mean, the deck list, I'm pretty sure, is Joel's version. Yeah, look, it's even unlisted, but it exists, and it's accurate. Look at this list. It's just so straightforward. Big, crazy creatures. Look, I'm even running... This is the mono green landfall Crucible deck I was talking about. I'm even running Lumra in this deck. So you can see, any deck that's running main deck, Tatiova, AC Tyrant of Gyre Strait, Eudora, Ancient Green Warden. You know what you're here to do. Ashaya, Oracle. Yeah, it's just all the same cards except with blue included. It's like the biggest argument for me to play this deck is I like Abhorrent Oculus, and I want to run Abhorrent Oculus. That's just not enough. Dom, are you still there? There's a fully proxied pre-con upgrade have any value to us? I just don't see how it does. Like, it's there. You can see they look good. This is one that might just sit in proxy for a while on my shelf. It's in a Vault X box, so I don't want the box for anything. It's just as a box. There was this time during COVID where getting deck boxes was a little tough. Do I want to turn it into a 5-color face down deck? Buzz, that grouping of words just pissed me off. I'm upset now because you said 5-color face down deck to me. This is Elves. This is essentially unupgraded Lathril. And I've started putting like Elves. I've just had this forever. But it's like sleeved right out of the box, Lathril ready to go. Pre-con version and with some slight touches. I mean, this deck, y'all, do y'all play Lathril? This deck is good out of the box, right? I can't remember back to Kaldheim pre-cons, but I remember the decks being very good. Yeah. Thomas says yes, very. Lathril. Just green black, right? Yeah. Black green. This is Elves, Kindred. This is complete. No proxies. Sleeved pre-con. Lathril, Blade of the Elves. Cool. All right, well, that one's easy. Got to figure out. Mostly keeping the sleeve pre-cons around are for content or for teaching people. Some nights it's fun to break out the pre-cons. But it definitely stays around. Unlike... God, I just think Zimone is going away, unfortunately. I don't think I'm going to put a fully proxied deck. No, I might as well. Zimone, Mystery Unraveler. Information is good, right? This is Simic face down landfall. Complete all proxies. Corey said, Joel, you've inspired me to go through my decks and make a list like this. Nice. Corey, if y'all have, and anybody actually, if y'all have any other categories you think really would help me, please don't hesitate to give me suggestions for this spreadsheet. This is my first time really like recording these types of things so that I can just go in and look in a different way. Like, obviously, most of this information you can get off of just going to your deck listings on Moxfield, because I can go to my current roster and see, you know, I think if I zoom out, yeah, there we go, it'll show color identity and stuff. But I like having this in particular, and honestly just the exercise itself lets me make sure the decks are good to go. Yeah, brutal punishment. I was thinking about power level, but typically it's tough for me, man, because I'm not a pearl clutcher for power level. We'll sit down and I'll be like, are we trying to go fast? You know, if y'all got, like, are you working towards infinites? Do I need some more disruption? Should I just play my own game? You know, are we just going to smash some stuff that's like really synergistic but focused on itself into each other? Or are we going to have like an interactive? And that's about as much information as I need. I'm going to pick something and be like, I'm probably going to lose, but I've been wanting to play this deck, right? Or I'm going to pick something and be like, I think this will do the best to what we've agreed we want to play right now. Or we'll give the best game. Like if a buddy is like, yo, I want to test this new deck out, I'm going to be like, okay, what's going to give them a good game? Going to put some pressure on them, but not just remove all their shit so they don't get to try the deck out. And so it's tough for me. That's my very long answer to, I don't know that I would personally get a lot of value from this. I would assume, I think this deck is an 8. Because number one, it doesn't mean much of anything. And number two, I don't care. Largely. You know, if we're going to play pre-cons, let's not sit down against, you know, somebody's fully tuned Ur Dragon deck. You know, fully tuned, this is the old head in me, but Zur the Enchanter deck. Dom, wink to you. This is just going to go on in the, I was going to say backfields, but that's a baseball thing. We're going to call this, shelved. Boom. And we're going to put a little label on it so that I don't have to open it anymore to know what's in there. Zimone, Mystery Unraveler. Stomach face down. That is a phrase I've said a lot. Oh, 2 is the number of colors. That's pretty cool. Buzz, I like that. Be a column for the future, see how often you're playing the deck or last played. Oh, that's... That would require me keeping up with this spreadsheet past today, and I don't know if I have the dedication for that. But I do like that idea. I do like that idea. Because I started using playgroup.gg, but it's the slightest bit too obtuse, especially when I'm playing over spell table. But I liked it, and I liked all the stats it auto kept if you used it correctly. It was just the slightest bit obtuse for me. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, we got prime roster stuff here. Oh, yeah. Do you take sentimentality into consideration for your audits? Yeah, Ryan, for sure I do. And from a couple of different angles. If I put a secret layer in here, like let's say the Black Panther secret layer, that's the next deck I'm building. Every single card from that secret layer is going in the deck, hands down. Right, period. Unless it's just like the most unsynergistic bullshit, I can't even play with it in the deck, then it's coming out. But like Galvanic Blast, for instance, in the Iron Man layer, I keep that in my Iron Man deck because it looks sick in the Iron Man deck and came with the layer. Is it a fantastic commander card? No, it's fine. It'll kill some stuff. Anything 4 toughness or less, I'm going to be acing with it. But it's not the best in slot removal spell. So a lot of times I'll lean towards that. You gotta argue pretty hard against a card in a secret layer if I'm putting that secret layer in the deck. I also... if a card was traded to me, like we were earlier looking at the retro Urza deck, Jake traded me specifically an old Mystic Remora that was signed by the artist. That's always going to have a place in the deck. So, commanders, I don't get too sentimental over. Like you can ask Dom, in chat, one of my first decks was Uriel the Miststalker. One of my first decks in college ever was Uriel the Miststalker. This would have been like 2009, 2010. But now that deck is Elevair of the Wild Court. Right? I just stripped the red out of there when Elevair got printed 2 years ago, end of 2 years ago. And made it Elevair. So I don't really have any sentimentality for commanders, just like cards and inclusions, and I hope that makes sense. What do you mean, like Dom, like your Locust list is too powerful? Locust list can be very powerful. Brutal, yeah, I like that idea a lot. I would probably do it digital just because I love keeping physical notes, but in this day and age, it's hard to justify it. But maybe like a little digital Yeah. RJ, yeah, Dragon Shield actually has an app that we use for that. Their deck list function is but their collection scanning, tracking, fantastique. Oh yeah, wheels will tilt people off a lot. I'll run one if it makes sense. I'll run two. Like Lara Croft runs Windfall and runs Wheel of Fortune. It's a graveyard deck. Those also give everybody 7 new cards. So a lot of times, you know, some people will be like, damn, I wanted to play that card, or I had a great response to X. But a lot of times, you know, getting a brand new 7, most people aren't completely against that. Yeah, cards like Narset coming out. That's a good idea. What have we got here? Let's look at ones that I know are going to be primary roster. Just don't get special deck boxes because they've got their own special deck boxes with their art on there, or it's the original deck box that I had from 2011. And I wrote Prosh EDH on it one time, and now I use it for my Prosh EDH deck forever. There are some decks that have lasted. Prosh has lasted. Prosh got rebuilt in the last year for me because, number one, I still had the deck box and the old deck was still together. It had cards like Indrik Stomp Howler in it still. Go look that card up if you need any idea of what kind of boomer level this deck was at. But when this Secret Lair got printed, I skipped it, but then I traded for it from Hugh. Hugh, what's up? If you're in chat. Also gave me 2 tokens included that I got him to sign for me, so he can be my little kobolds that I am sacrificing. Got the Professor Treasure. What's up? And this deck, I believe I have at 100%, and I haven't updated it. Yeah, see, I've even got a little sideboard going for this one. That is pretty significant. Proxied up, as you can see. Oh yeah, these are actually cards that have to be worked into this deck, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's some really good stuff in there. So this one needs some updates, but I do believe the list at the very least is accurate, which is nice. Get these slid back in there. Weekly Magic just went live. I'll pull it up. We'll take a peek at it. Kind of want to keep moving on what we're moving on. Yeah, I don't have much longer here anyway. Let's go and check the Prosh deck list and make sure we're good there. Like a token? Buzz? Yeah, so this is in my current commander roster. It has been updated recently. Let me see if it's got things like Grim Backwoods. Oh yeah, and see the sideboard is even the exact sideboard. Am I running Grim in the deck? Yes. Okay, cool. So I think this deck is 100% accurate. It's so good. This is one of my absolute strongest decks that's not a CEDH deck. Ashnods. I'm just double checking. Yeah, Ashnods, it's even in the right treatment. This is one that I went through and very specifically... I haven't updated all the printings in this one. That is a different type of dedication to organization. Oh, I need a copy of Perforos. Buzz, send me a picture of what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Rose Room, Rampant Growth. Yeah. It's the Fallout version. No, it's not. What is it? Oh, it's the Warhammer version. Here we go. Priest, Bitter Blossom is in here. Yeah, okay, so this deck is correct. My only Atraxa deck list has the exact copies. Yeah, it's something I'm working toward. It's mostly right, but you hit those 1 or 2, especially like lands and stuff. But this deck is so strong. What is the pip convention for the tops of these cards? I get so confused on this. Like the order, white, blue, black, red, green, but then that's not necessarily how they do the pips. Do you know how they do the pips? John's sacrifice. Mid-range. Complete some proxies. Main roster. 100%. Yeah, I saw the weekly just started, y'all. I'm gonna finish up on this. Okay, boss, I'll go check it out. I've only got a little while left before we got some other stuff going on this afternoon. Oh, did I put Corvold in here, actually? This deck is not correct. I took a card out and put in Corvold the Faker's King. Damn. What did I cut is the question. Rose, no, that's still in there. Spawn Gang, nope, that's still in there. Okay, so that's not complete. Damn. Main roster, need deck list update. Not matching. Yeah, Kirk, that is definitely on the list. I was saying that earlier, I'd like to get a monocolor deck of every color put together this year. Just for me. I want it. What did I cut to put Corvold in there? The world may never know. I want in the sideboard. Seek 3 visits and rampant growth all in there. I saw them too. I saw them all. No, I don't have them picked out, Thomas. That'll probably be another stream where I figure out which ones I want to run. Man. So many of these had like one card different from their Moxfield list. I gotta get into the habit of just going in there and making the changes when I do it. Okay, I know that Nelly's is definitely on my main roster. For Mono Blue, I was actually thinking of that new Mono Blue legend from Bloomborough that puts island counters and reduces costs of spells once per turn by 1 blue for the amount of island counters you have. I feel like that could be fun. Illuge, yeah. I played it on Arena. My Arena Brawl Mono Blue is Thassa Blink. All ETB creatures in Blink, but it's good because it's a one-on-one deck, and so I use a lot of stuff, you know, like Exclusion Mage, so that I can it's a lot of the whole strategy is return everything to their hand. Just bounce, 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 bounce. Because on turn 3, that thing comes down. I can return a creature to their hand. Asta comes down turns 4, bounces it, return a creature to their hand. Next turn, play a bounce thing, bounce a thing, flicker it, bounce another thing, right? And so it just gets to where they can't keep up with my incremental value. that I slowly gain over time. And then they'll have a board with like 2 to 4 things on it. And I got this fat ass tons of triggers board happening. This deck largely has not changed since I last touched it 3 months ago. Plateau. Did I update it when I put Plateau in? Come on. Yes. Nice. So this should be pretty good. Sundering. Let me make sure those are in here. Yep, we put Sundering Eruption in here. Pip-Boy. So my Nelly Borka deck is an equipment deck, if you couldn't tell. Yep, Pip-Boy's in here. Really likes to control combat and get in with some pumped up creatures. Sound of Drums. Yes. Look at this card, y'all. Creature is goated. If enchanted creature deal combat damage to a player, permanent or player, it deals double that damage instead. And for 3 mana, it returns from your graveyard to your hand. You can recast it, put it on another creature. Yeah, white being Giada. I don't really want to go Kindred with those decks, I don't think. I really want them to represent the color identity. So if it's mono blue, you know, that's why Illuge makes sense to me, because it's... I could go like Island Walk. I'm getting value on spells I cast that have blue pips. Yeah, same, Dom. It became unavoidable. It became unavoidable. Steel Shapers. Alexios is in here now, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Yep. Starfall, we good. Where are the sorceries? Starfill and Mikotion, yeah. So this deck... Oh, this is the one where I put my Secret Lair Source of Plowshares. I made the lands in this deck the black and white lands because Nelly sees everything in black and white. Theme! I don't know what Vashta is. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Vashta Narada. I see what you're saying. Okay, so Nelly is good to go. Nelly Borka. Impulsive Accuser. Impulsive. Jeez, Accuser. I'm like, this one's great. And before it is, I'm like putting it away and I'm like, oh wait, these 4 cards were added. Did anybody say anything about pips and how they go on cards? I've never known the answer to that. Ooh. Goad equipment. Combat. Complete some proxies. Main roster. Got that one. I do have a little sideboard for this one. Oh no, these are just tokens. Oh no, I do have some. Oh yeah, look at that card draw. These actually, I think, all came out of the list because I was finding that the card draw off of Nelly sufficed, plus what I had in there. Yeah. I put all these in here. As a option to get some card draw, because damn. Red, white. Green, white, blue, black goes clockwise, spanning only 4 to 5. Any other order will also span through red, and so the range is larger. That's why Boros cards are red, white, not white, red. Red, white spans only 3 colors, while white, red spans 4 colors. Interesting, Food Time. Thank you for that. Yeah, we are. We are. I'm going to cover that in a different video, y'all. Not covering the Innistrad stuff in this one. Gwoober? Ah, yes, Gwoober. Okay, so the question with Dahada, the infamous Dahada deck. Oh, I put Negan in here. So unless Negan's in the list, this deck is off. Hug from a tentacle. Group by type, sort by mana value. Oh, Negan's in here. So is Lord of Pain. Yes, this deck is correct. Lucille? Yes. This deck is good to go. Fleisch? Cruel Claw? If they've got these, it's absolutely accurate. Yep, there's Cruel Claw. And there's Flagey. Oh, I need to get some plays in with this deck. I just did a big update on the legendary creatures and rotated some out and put some in. That's one of my favorite things of having a legendary Kindred deck is there's so many options. Anything pisses me off whatsoever, and I can just swap it out so easy. Instant Flare Malice. Yeah, this deck is complete. Lord of Pain. Added that to the Hada. Yes. The Hada is good to go. The Hada. Binder of Wills. Red, white, black. So when you see, when red is in there, basically red always comes before, R always comes before W. Otherwise, it's Wooburg order. What about if it's a 5-color commander? Did you tell me the answer to that already? Okay, so if it is, it just goes all 5. I see. Bumbleflower, Iron Man. Let me get these correct. Miss Bumbleflower to you. Here's the Comet Chief Artificer, and then Iron Man, Titan of Innovation. That is so weird. So is it like a computing thing, Food Time, or a production thing? Like a printer's thing? Or does it make sense and just my brain isn't grasping it? We got 2 more here. And then we got the box. Oh, and then I got some other stuff I pulled off the shelf. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is Stella Lee. Okay, so Stella Lee is actually... maybe together? Commander bench. Huh. Do I have it on my current roster? No. Do I not have my Stella deck listed? Historic Brawl and Precon upgrades. Huh. Okay, I gotta get Stella listed. white, blue, black, red, green. No, red, blue. No, it's blue, red. Because it only has to go 2 steps. It's just weird to me. Let's eye through this deck real fast and see if we got proxies. I think this deck is actually looking good. Oh, this one's in those Dragon Shield metallic sleeves. I don't know if that really comes through the camera, but these are new for this year, or new for last year, anniversary sleeves. They've got like a metallic glint to them. Yeah, I get they had to choose an order food, but why not just Wooburg every time? Wooburg order minus the colors that aren't there. Seems like a pretty good way to go. Yeah, this deck is fun, man. If you like storming off, you like playing with yourself. You like playing with yourself? Stellaly's got you covered. Stellaly wants to play with you. 12 cards like that. Those full art foils. Drama's in here. Dance with Calamity. Y'all seen this one? Shuffle your library as many times as you choose. You may exile a top card of your library if the total mana value of the exiled cards is 13 or less. You can cast any number of spells from among those cards without paying their mana costs. Imagine copying that with Stellaly. In a deck that runs a ton of 1, 2, and 3 mana things. Also, Elemental Eruption. Create a 4/4 with flying and prowess. Storm. Tyler, I think that one's shelved for good. I don't know if you're gonna see any more TCG Shop Simulator on this channel, unfortunately. We had a good time when that was all hyped, but now it's just like, we should just play some Magic. So this is it Storm? Yeah, this is just Storm, pretty much. That one's in that same category as Elevair. Not sure what to do with it. Buzz, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. Oh, my headset needs a new battery. Hang on a second. Got this headset for Christmas because I wanted something that wasn't earbuds as an option. And I wanted the ability to walk away from my computer without taking my headset out. If I so choose. Okay. Back in action. So this is Lumra. As you can see, I've been pulling cards that are currently proxied in it to put in there. Bello. Power toughness equal to the number of lands you control. Vigi Reach. Enters mill 4. Return all lands from the graveyard to the battlefield tap. There's lots of tricks you can do with that. Especially if you've been fetching the whole game. Or cards like Lotus Fielding, sacrificing lands, get those back. Past that, this is like killer mono green landfall value. You see some of the cards in it. Need to double check where this list is in its creation. Oh, the mana cost color order is different for wedges because they use the Khan style, where one of the colors was the main color of the clan. Wow. Okay, cool. So they just tried to make it as confusing as possible, so I'll never learn it. Got it. FR, why not Gilded Lumber? Because I haven't gotten one yet. Let's actually, this is a really good time. I've been watching the price on these. Let's go over to our sponsor TCG Player and check the price on it, because it is a card that I want. Last time I checked, I think it was around 140. Lumra Bello. Nice, round 142 still. Yep, seems like it has finally bottomed out. So I will definitely be looking for a copy around 140. Got some near mints pretty high there. But yeah, this is definitely a card I want because this is one of my favorite decks of the last couple years. Just a beast of a landfall deck. I think I have Lumra kind of on here because I would have had to put it together. Not active and retired. Lumra Forest and Jump Scare. Yep, there we go. Let me just glance at this. Does this have things like Extra Survival? Yep. Lotus Field is in here. Yep. Spring Bloom. Yeah, I think this is the exact list. Titania. Yeah. I saw Serac earlier. Heroic. Tireless. Palantir? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this list is complete. This deck is just proxy ridden. Because I tested it out for a while on proxies. Okay. So this one just needs to be converted. But we got it. Yeah, if anybody has a Gilded Lumra that they want to trade me, hit me up on Discord. Get a good trade going. Strategy is Landfall, Crucible of Worlds. Complete, mostly proxies. Oh, this one didn't have the need deck list posted, right? Okay, easy peasy. Sent you a DM on Discord with more info on why wedges are different. Otherwise, it's Wooberg with least chumps until we get to the triomes, in which case shit goes crazy. Got a stamped promo printed Lotus Cobra to swap into this deck. Take out a proxy, put in a foil. Wow. 14 decks already. Edgar Markov. New version of the website is available. Look at that. Wait, hang on. This can't be two right because this says 106 cards main deck. So apparently I still need some cuts. I need to do a count on Lumra. Edgar and his vampire tokens. Yeah, and see, this is what makes me think this deck is not ready. I've got some cards missing for sure that I've come in here and pulled for other decks. Probably stuff like And They Shall Know No Fear. You know, any of the Teferi's protection type stuff to protect the army once it's rocking and rolling. So this one needs... Oh, well, there's the And They Shall Know No Fear. So I didn't pull that out. I actually can't believe I didn't put a card in here listing off what I took out. Typically, I do that. If I take from another deck... Oh, I need to put that new... I need to put that new coat of arms in here. I got a bunch of copies of that, too. See, like, there's one. Okay, so this one just needs some help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Up to 9 cards missing. There's Edgar. See those skulls in front? These old inserts that this company sent us like years ago. I think they're out of business now, but it's like a little thing that goes in over the card. Looks kind of cool. Red, white, black is the color order for this one. Food time. Edgar. Red, white, black. One, two, three, four, five, six, 79. Missing up to 9 cards. Edgar. Commander bench. Edgar Markov Vampire Rage. Let's take a quick look at this and see what I probably would have taken out. It's most likely none of the creatures. Unless I needed a legend for one of my other legendaries, but I find that hard to think. I didn't see Grim Tutor in there, so I think that probably came out. I didn't see Blasphemous Act in that version, and choosing that version seems like a choice. So I must have taken that out and moved it over. Clever Concealment, Teferi's Protection, the Path probably, if it was this path. Ooh, the Bolus's Citadel. Yeah, that's what I took out of here. Maybe even the Shared Animosity. Is there like a... No, there's not a Phyrexian. No major lands in here that I would have moved over. So yeah, this one just needs a little help, but not too hard to... Not too hard to get it back in order. It's not that far off. That'll be one through. Sort through and then figure it out. No, it wasn't an altar sleeve Narnone. It was like Narnone? Narnun? Narnun. It was a little insert. Okay, so Edgar Markov, that deck's just been around so long and I play it so little because it's been so powerful for so long that it's very common for me to cannibalize cards from a deck like that. FR, that's a good interesting. That's interesting. You can see on mine, I'm very like, just run creatures. This is all about playing vampires. Board wipe me, I'll try and avoid it through things like stuff like that. Oh, look at this. In the process of finally updating this deck over a year ago. And now I'm revisiting, finally updating this deck. What even am I? All right, let's look at Cat Tribal. I've got my water right there, Nico. I've got the Nectar of the Gods next to me. But that's finished now. So I'm going to need something else to drink. And it's probably going to be Propel Fitness Water. 0 sugar. Still tastes sweet. Because I'm addicted to sugar and sweet stuff. Yum, yum, yum. Billy, what's up? All right, let's take a look at something a little different. I have not... Okay, so we're past... Look, now we are at a point where the bulk of the stuff that we've been looking at over here is decks that have either been played in the last year or so or are actively played. Most everything you just saw, I think everything you just saw, was all played or updated within the last year. Now we're getting further. That's right. Oh, Billy, I appreciate that. Yeah, let's see if we can get to 69 likes before we're done today. Haven't asked about likes this whole stream. What am I? Not a streamer, that's for damn sure. So now we're getting into decks that I don't know the current state of them at all. But I wanted to pull together everything today to have a full inventory. Very poorly written there, but this is Cat Tribal. Arabo, Roar of the World. Eminence, at the beginning of combat on your turn, if Arabo's in the command zone or on the battlefield, another target cat you control gets +3/+3 till end of turn. And then if Arabo's on the battlefield and a cat attacks, you can pay 3 and it gains trampling +X/+X, where X is its power. Who is the cat commander? Oh man, this stuff is all over the place in here. And it looks like this is mostly the pre-con. It's got some other stuff in there. It's got a weird bend to the cards right now. I get some plays on this. Who's the commander? Oh yeah, I mean, look. This deck needs updating. Phantom Nishoba is in here. This deck is like inverted. Brendan Sari. Grappling hook? That just came in this deck? That was just in this precon? Oh, it's got a Miri dual Weatherlight Duelist foil. That's pretty sick. I guess that was the secondary commander, huh? And then Nazan. Yeah, we got some stuff in here. We got some players. There's sort of the Animist in here. This deck has just been sitting on my deck. There's a Bloodforge Battle Axe. This deck has just been gathering dust on my shelf, and there were playable artifacts in here. Oxidon. Yeah, we cut that. Yeah, so we've still got cards in here like Spirit of the Hearth. It's okay. It's all right. Yeah, Miri sounds really strong. Hobby. Arrow's Horn, Lance, Kasali Slingers. This deck has got a weird inverted. Look at that, Radiant Destiny. Okay, so yeah, Dom, if you're watching, we got Cat Tribal for sure. We're just gonna have to update it, but that is not gonna be that difficult. It's like some stuff I've already taken out. These sleeves got effed up. 20. I don't know, food. Mirari's Wake in there. Oops, I just put those 20 on top of those 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 19, 20. Okay, so yeah, it's complete. No proxies. Just needs major update for 2025. And we can have a cat kindred. Don't say tribal. Roar of the World. Green white. Cat kindred. Complete needs major update. Needs major update. Ocelot Pride? Where'd you hear that? Yeah, food. I've seen the Jenny Faye deck. I've seen Jenny Faye decks actually go really hard. I kind of like green white cats. Limiting. Going with a broken commander ability with a Rabo. Gotta get some cards in there that give everything trample. But that's one Garrick's whatever away. And we'll probably re-sleeve that deck as well. Cats lives. That's awesome. Kahira. Oh yeah, I actually have a Kahira, I think. Needs a major update in Moxfield. So I've got Raphael, but I'm pretty sure this entire deck is proxies. Hey, thanks very much. This is RK Post work. Actually, Jake inspired me on this, but I get it signed whenever I see him at an event. I got it midsummer last year at Command Fest San Francisco. I got it before the summer, Command Fest San Francisco. And then at MC Vegas, I got it signed a second time. He actually didn't charge me for the second one. He was like, are you kidding? I'm not charging you for that. You have my playmat and you came back to see me. But yeah, I never watched Godzilla movies at all. And I watched like all the Godzilla movies last year. And just fell in love with the franchise. Let me see. I believe this is... Oh yeah, with the exception of lands, this is nearly all proxied. This is a Demon Kindred Raphael deck. Little self-mill. Little reanimation. This is like a Rakdos. So we got some non-proxies in here. Very nearly all proxied. I think I actually have the deck list though. Los Drazis. That reminds me of when the baseball teams have the like Hispanic connection nights. I did get a copy of the Commander, so I could build this. I feel like it's not that far, not that expensive either. And I'm missing a couple of cards because I had a real, apparently I had a real Deadly Dispute and a real Riveteer's Overlook in there. And I took them out for a deck that I didn't want proxied. So, missing 2 cards. All proxies. This is Raphael. Yeah, Raphael is really fun. He was a fun commander, I won't lie. I built him for Commander League. At some point. Architect. Yeah, milling every turn gets you an imp every turn. Or gives all your demons +1/+1 lifelink. Man. People don't expect that. Get a big 6 power, 6 toughness flying trampling demon on the battlefield. Drop Raphael, suddenly he's a 7/7 lifelinker. That freaks people out. I pulled him out to look at his name. Fiendish Savior. I don't think I could have told you that in a million years. Black, red. Nope. Black, red. This is Devil. No. Demon, Kindred, Reanimator. Cat, Kindred. I'm going to make the secondary here equipment. because it's already kind of got that, and so we'll lean into it. Vampire Kindred, this is just aggro. Go wide. And then Elves Kindred, this is like beatdown. Same, go wide. Kind of same. This is incomplete, missing 2 cards, mostly nearly all proxies. That just needs so much. It needs a lot. All right. It's time for the case. Oh, we shaking. We shaking. July. Reanimator, dude. This is when I started really getting into Reanimator. It was about 2 years ago. In Commander. Yeah, this list is accurate. Type, demon, sort, date. Minus is reprint. I'm just gonna look real fast and see what demons have been printed a lot since I built this. Oh yeah, we've definitely got some. Oh dude, Rakdos, Patron of Chaos, I've actually had really a lot of fun with. Rakdos the Muscle, same thing. Imsker I don't think goes in here. A deck for Crybomination? Valgavoth is kind of a cool inclusion. Other Valgavoth as well. Good Reanimator demon there. Yeah, so maybe I update this one. Needs more real cards. I'll say more real cards. Too many proxies in that deck. All right, let's look at the case. Dun 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 dun. We got some stuff. Just gonna take these out. Put them back in here one at a time. What is this? This one will take out the box. This one too. Ooh, there's a deck in there. Oh, is it Rubinia? Is that my wife's deck? Take this one out here too. What is this? Oh. Oh, these are like good cards. Oh, these are like good cards. Oh yeah, there's definitely playables in here. Oh look, Shanti, Grasp of Fate just chilling. Those need to be sorted. That is... Salute. Lumber is actually complete now. After that happened, so he... This is just bulk. Weird bulk. It's in the bottom of this box. Salute. One time I sat down to play the Lumber deck against Salute, and I had proxied the whole thing up as a playtest. Salute was playing against one of the very first playtests of that deck for me. And I proxied up everything, except I don't proxy basic lands. Feels like a waste of paper. And because I print out and cut out my proxies. And I realized multiple turns into the game, I had no basic forests in there. And it runs like 12 or 13. It's not a ton, you know, but kind of is. Let's start here. Yep, this is Rubinia. So Rubinia is a very old deck that I built for my wife way back in the day. This deck has been cannibalized from, as you can see. It's in your token deck, right? Like I've cannibalized it for other decks, but there is like decent cards in here. So this one just needs to be taken apart and the pieces absorbed into other decks. Yeah, exactly, Buzz. That's how it felt. I was like, I can't believe I'm not drawing any forests. It's so weird I'm not drawing any forests. Very strange. Is our Twitch stream still going? Seems like it might be. There we go. We are live streaming on Twitch right now. If anybody can type exclamation point Twitch, go follow us over there. You can follow where you prefer to follow. Hey, if you're watching on Twitch, we haven't streamed on Twitch in years. We tried it a little bit last year with the cross streaming thing, but it kept crashing. Looks like it's been pretty constant today. Looking good. Watch us where you prefer. Cool. So Rubinia just needs to be desleeved. We're gonna put that one right there. What is in here? Oh, black, white. Cards I need to update. This is Tevish Zat, Doom of Fools, and a Chroma Vision of Ixidor. So get this. I built this as a two-way win deck. Tevish Zat is all about making creature tokens that you can sacrifice for aristocrats type abilities. So you run, it's big time Tevish Zat, and then you're running a lot of, the whole deck is filled with pieces like this. Creature token creators and payoffs for aristocrats type strategies. The secondary win con is because I'm creating so many treasure tokens, so many creature tokens, that via like tutors or just finding it, I search up Audit that gives all of everything, all of the abilities that I have on any creatures across the battlefield. And then I play a Chroma Vision of Ixidor. Once I've got a lot of creature tokens and Audit on the battlefield, a Chroma comes in as a giant, basically like finish your move. First strike vigilance, flying first strike vigi trample. At the beginning of each combat until in a turn, each other creature you control gets +1/+1 if it has those words. It gets +1/+1 for each of those words. Because Audric's on the battlefield, Audric is giving everything, all of the keywords I've got, so all of my creature tokens are getting flying, first strike, vigilance, and trample. And then a Chroma gives them all +1/+1 for all those abilities. So out of nowhere, I can have, an army of 0/1 thralls that, people don't really care about. If I get 5-10 of those on the battlefield, suddenly all of those becoming 4/4 flying, first strike, vigilant, trample thralls out of nowhere. It's pretty scary. I've won some games. I haven't updated this deck since I played it then. I think it's all proxied, because this was a league deck, so it had some building restrictions. Yeah, you can see, look, like that's the digital version proxied out onto that card right there. So this deck needs some major updates, but it's a potential, especially for like primary. There's the Audric. So we get Audric on the battlefield, and then I drop a Chroma next turn. Each combat creatures you control gain first strike if a creature you control has first strike, etc. on. Yeah, it was an interesting take on aristocrats. Black, white, straight up aristocrats pieces. This is a deck that I've loved and thought about for a long time, but haven't really ever revisited since that league. So we'll make a note of it. Ghost form. I was already starting to drop these. Oh, I had already pulled some cards from it for other stuff. And I had some cards in here already that I wanted to put in there. And also, I had put Yoshimaru in here too. Nico, talking about cards you traded me. I have the other one in my Dahada deck. But this is also a pairing that I've thought about. Just because Yoshimaru is like, you know, this middle ability of Tevish. If you can sacrifice another creature or planeswalker, if you do, draw 2 and draw another card. If the sacrifice permanent was a commander. I mean, Yoshimaru is like an ancestral recall out of the fucking command zone with Tevish. Is my thought. But the Tevish and a Chroma thing is kind of unique, and I was happy with how it played. It actually worked out. So we'll see where that ends up going. Stella needs her own box. Stella's gonna stay. Fuck. Okay. So then, getting towards the end here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is my Rona deck. Okay, so this I built for League. It came out about time as this set came out. And this is a completely Phyrexian themed blue-black reanimator deck. All built around Rona, Herald of the Invasion, being able to fill up our graveyard really quickly out of the command zone. Tap to draw a card, discard a card, and whenever you cast a legendary, you untap Rona. So when you cast the legendary, the untap trigger goes on the stack. You tap Rona, draw a card, discard a card, untap trigger resolves, you untap Rona. I've never even used the back of her, but she's got a whole flip ability here where she's an obliterator. If you just want an obliterator at the end. But this is one that I think I'll hold on to, but isn't going to be in any major... I mean, no, it's worth noting because this is a good thematic deck. Just Reanimator, Phyrexian themed, and so it's all themed completely around the invasion. So it's got the, you know, the Reanimator targets. It's got every Shieldred. It's got every Jin-Gitaxias. It's all completely built around, if there is good theme, if there's a good thematic reason for it to be in there, Invasion of Fiora, obviously, cards like that. Yeah, I mean, this deck is really powerful. Pretty tuned. And I've even got... I think this list is probably accurate as hell. Oh, no. Not wrong. Yo, if you haven't clicked like yet, do me a favor, click like. Let's see if we can get up to 69 likes before we're done today. Commander bench, Rona invade the multiverse. Oh yeah, dude, look at this list. All of the Jins, all of the Shieldreds. I think I even reviewed all the cards that said Shieldred or Jin on them, and I was like, those need to be in here. Might need to do another little push in that direction. Yeah, I mean, this list just looks really clean. There's not a ton of like... Besides things like, you know, Blue Sun's Twilight, which is definitely in there. Breach the Multiverse, still good. Black Sun's Twilight. You got cards in there that's all about the theme. Invasion of Fiora. But it's not too pushed to the theme. Like Containment Construct, Raven Man. These are just good cards for a commander who's discarding cards constantly. Our commander's a wizard, so a zombie turns into Auto card draw. Pay 5, draw 2 the first time it comes down. Got some other wizards in here. Crazy how many wizards end up in here. Yeah, it's just another version of a reanimator deck, but it's strong. Yeah, Min is really good. Spec turned me on to Min really hard. Rona, Herald of the Invasion. Blue-black. This is Phyrexian Invasion Reanimator. Complete, mostly proxies. A lot of card draw. A lot of drawing cards, lots of big power creatures where you're like, what do I do here? Actually, let's double check this and make sure it is completely good to go. Because it looks like maybe some cards were taken out. 3 extra sleeves is atypical. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, this is complete. We are good to go for Rona. Label her so I don't forget her. Easy peasy. Bummer goes there. Oops. Extra sleeves for Rona. Thanks everybody that clicked like. We got up to 54 right there. And we get up to 69 likes for the stream. I've got some random like Fallout cards and Nevin Earl's disc in there. I don't know what that's all about. Find out what's in this. A bent sleeve. Oh, this is Millicent. This is Spirit Kindred. Wow, so I've got another whole... Brem, I get the list. I use printing proxies. What is it? MTG print? mtgprint.net. I get my deck list. I take it to mtgprint.net. I make a PDF that's 8.5 by 11. I email that file to my local Office Depot or Max, whichever one's got on-demand printing. You can just email it to an email they've got set up, and when you get there, you click on the printer and you type in your little code that it sent back to you, and then you will get your printouts. High quality color prints. Then I cut them and use a glue stick to stick them to a basic land or something. This has got proxies for sure. It is mostly not proxies. And a lot of the proxies are just like counterspell. Like I could go and find them. Nico with the $2. Thank you very much. That's our stream monarch. All hail the stream monarch. All hail the stream monarch. Nico, all hail. Favorable wins. Like those cards are, oh, it's got some not great, but you know, it's not optimized. Millicent, Restless Revenant, 1, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it's missing 3 cards. That's what I thought. So that exists. And that's about what we can say for that. Definitely staying in storage. Missing 3 cards is obnoxious. But it just means I've harvested the real cards into decks so that I had the real cards in there. Millicent. Definitely need to record this one though. That's another Kindred deck. Restless Revenant. White blue. This is Spirits Kindred. Flying. Missing 3 cards, half proxies. Okay, one of the actual monocolor decks I have together is Heartless Hidetsugu Combo. It's a mono red deck, ladies and gents. Just a second, chat. Let me just fix this real fast. Blixt and Mr. Otak, thank y'all for watching on Twitch. I do appreciate it. Sorry if any attention hasn't been on Twitch today. That's a new thing. We're trying to get it all working out. But if you're watching from Twitch, big thumbs up. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Ooh, we're 13 away from 69 likes. Can we get to 69 likes while I change Stream Monarch here? There you go, Nico. All hail the Stream Monarch. Thank you very much, buddy. Jake and I appreciate you. Mono red deck that I do have. This is the second monocolor deck I have. Wow. And this one's fully proxied, I'm pretty sure, because this was a league deck from back in the day. Heartless Hidetsugu Combo. Tap it. Heartless Hidetsugu deals damage to each player equal to half that player's life total rounded down. I put damage doublers in there. Do a little extra residual damage. Goodbye. You're dead. That's how you feel. This one doesn't feel like it needs to be in there. I am going to double check though that this is actually fully proxied. Basic Mountains. Okay, I got a Soul Ring in there. Yeah, I mean, this deck looks really good, though. Ready to roll. Furnace of Wrath. Platinum Angel. Yeah, cards like that, you know? Get Platinum Angel on the battlefield. Burn everybody down. I can't lose if I go down below 0. Deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures where X is the greatest amount of damage dealt by a source to a permanent or player this turn. Yo. Heartless Hidetsugu deals 20 to somebody and Impact Resonance lets me deal 20 for 2. Split as I want. So yeah, this is just like mono red Punisher combo finisher. Heartless Hidetsugu combo finisher. Try to burn everybody down. It needs an update with some of the like can't gain life stuff that's come out recently. But this deck's pretty solid. But is a ton of proxies. Mostly proxies. And I know this list. Oh, actually, this list might exist. So that is my mono red option currently. What mono red commanders do y'all run or recommend? I know a lot of people run the... What's the new one that can get an indestructible counter? Sulfum. I knew you'd have some weird recommendation food. Okay, so that's good to know that that exists. And already has some thought put into it. Anybody else been inspired to go and update all their deck lists for the year today? If you're able to, is anybody going through them right now? Start the year off strong. Inventory what you've got. Just not want to stick to this box at all. Stella's actually going in this box. We got a box swap, ladies and gentlemen. We got a box swap. Stella's going in the box that Heartless was in. Heartless is going in the mono red box. If you can imagine it. There's always a not change. Except build a new one. You've got all the cards that you will ever need. Two more, chat. 213, I'm doing good. Ah. So, okay. All right. So I've got a mono black deck that's actually going. Interesting. Okay. So this is the remnants. Wow. Not only do I have a mono black deck that's going, but it's got Vampiric Tutor and Foil Extended Ancient Tomb. Okay. I undersold the mono color. Oh, I've got my secret. Okay. So I must have updated this a couple years ago before I went to like a Magic on Vegas or something. Oh yeah. I mean, within Doctor Who. I don't even remember this one. But this was an Erebos God of the Dead deck. This is leftover from my college days. This is another deck that started back in like 2010. 2009. This can't be anywhere close to ready. But I mean, look at it. As far as like mono black stuff it does, it's got the cards. Need a Phyrexian Tower for it. Probably got one sitting around somewhere. Bolus Citadel. See, I had a proxy made for my Erebos. Look at that thing. Yeesh. Arabella. Everybody's been playing Arabella this year. Everybody in the club, Arabella. Everybody, Arabella in the club now. And then I don't know what these are or why they're back here. I think that this was a random placement of that. At least I'm going to hope it was. Okay, so, I mean, it's like... Let's do a count, but... I've even written on here the cards that I've cannibalized out of it, so hopefully that means that this is basically together and can be updated. Jajam CEDH, we've talked about it, Sharpeep. We've got some other stuff going on this year early that we're trying to... We're in development on a live gameplay show right now that we're trying to get off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20. 5, 6, 7, 8, So, while CDH may be featured in that, you know, regular commander. 20, probably the lean, so that's more of the focus. 18, 19, 20. Okay, so we are one card off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, we're one card off here, so I'm just going to put this foil Gravedigger in there as a spot so we can say it is complete, but needs adjustment. I like that classification better. Because this has got legit cards in it, as far as like secret layers and stuff, and it's pretty close to a mono black deck. It's basically nothing right now though, because it comes from a time when like I was running this commander just as basically a greed out of the command zone with your opponents can't gain life stapled to it. Yeah, Buzz, why do you think we're coming up with a bunch of decks? Seeing what I got. I think we got enough for a monocolor episode, at least from my side. Especially if I rebuild some of these. Larry, I've had different people do them before. Yeah, there aren't really any deets, y'all. It's an in development thing. We're months away from y'all actually seeing an episode of that. Just something we're getting ready for. Trying to make. See if y'all like it. Like our version of it. Yeah, when it does release, y'all obviously like sharing and liking and commenting and stuff would be much appreciated. But I'm sure we'll push it heavy. This is basically the guts of a good mono black deck. Complete, no proxies, needs a direction. Needs an update. It just doesn't have any focus right now. Let me see if I got a deck box for this. Do you think I should be running Think Twice, Impure, or Toothy? Or is it just bad? I don't think it's bad. I run it in Nelly because I like the R2. Yeah, Buzz, see, that's what I'm thinking. I just need to look at some of the other cards in there. It was built around big mana, and so I need to go and see. I think Crick would still be the choice for like a big mana black deck, right? Because he's going to let me cheat costs. But it's, you know, it's very classic, like end with Exsanguinate, end with Torment of Hailfire, Bubbling Muck, and then end with a huge X spell kind of thing. Let me go see if I got a deck box for this. But Travis, yeah, I think liking the art of a card is plenty enough reason to run that card. Spectre, you would prefer deep analysis. I've got one of my OG Dragon Shield heavy cases here. I'm gonna put this mono black thing in. Get my fucked up keyboard off the table so y'all don't have to be freaked out by it. Man, I really like gold sleeves, huh? I've had so many decks today in gold sleeves. Dieter, what's up? Yeah, Dieter. Universes Beyond has got like... You pick it. You pick it. It'll probably be here. We've got one more to look at. Oh, I know what this one is. I think. Somebody who plays this is going to have to tell me if it's fun. Kamiz Obscura Oculus. Talk about a pre-con that I was super hyped on. I thought was such a unique Esper commander. built it or got the precon, upgraded it a little bit, and then have literally never played a game with it. But it's upgraded. Peter said, I did manage to get all the Marvel ones, waiting in line for 2 hours for that. Well, good on you for getting it. I'm glad you did. A lot of people did not. We try to make sure everybody in our team got it. But I mean, yeah, this deck is basically no proxied, ready to roll. I just don't have playtests with this at all. I built this and I don't look like, I was just like, cards that I like that when they deal combat damage, they do a thing. Whenever you attack, here we go. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature can't be blocked. It connives. Then choose another attacking creature with lesser power. That creature gains double strike until end of turn. I mean, that sounds cool. This is together, just slightly upgraded and never played. You can see how many cards have that. Oh yeah, cards like Somniphore. Ooh, that's a lot of missing cards right there. I wonder if I bet I cannibalized it. I bet I cannibalized it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Any deck that lets me run Somniphore finally in Commander successfully deals combat damage to a player target creature that player controls. That creature does not untap during its untap step as long as Somniphore remains in play. Like, getting that thing through sounds hilarious. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 15, 16, 17, 20. Yeah, that can get weird. And then also, it's got to have a lesser power. That's also strange to me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. What? Oh. 17, 18, 19, 20. With 2 left over. So yeah, this deck is together and it's not proxied, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards down. Amiz Obscura Oculus. White, blue, black. This is Esper combat damage. Unblockable. No proxies. Missing 11 cards. Needs completion. That is pretty much where that is. So, this is what we came up with. Chat, sitting around, not counting the like proxies. I've got all 5 of the Strixhaven, not counting proxies, not counting precons. I've got the Strixhaven precons sleeved and on the shelf behind me over there. I've also got the Warhammer precons. Those are all sleeved. Not all of them are together. I have cannibalized a couple cards out of those because I personally didn't like the Warhammer decks just like unupdated, though I haven't played the mono black one yet. And that's actually relevant. I've got a mono black one over there. My point is that that's pretty much what I've got as far as non-precon decks. There's that. Those are the extra 2. We'll put those in the back. I need a deck box for this. Upgraded your Stella precon? Yeah, dude. We were looking at my Stella lead deck earlier. Love that. Love this deck. Love this deck. Lots of card draw. Stella's pretty sweet. Actually, let me go. I'm just gonna go grab this. Just want to see real fast how complete these Warhammer precons are, because I think that might end up being relevant. Oh, I need a deck box for this. You're looking at it right now, Dieter. That's actually what I wanted to do today, is see where I am at. You know, you can see on the status line what, you know, is the status, like how playable they currently are. But 22 minus the precon decks that I'm going to look at here at the end. I keep up, typically I call 5 decks my active roster. You know, Bumbleflower, Iron Man, Nelly Borka, Dahada. Those are like 4 of the 5 for sure right now of my main primary rosters. I need a deck box for this Camise. I haven't built Wolverine yet. I built Iron Man and I've really tested the crap out of it, and I've got it in a place that I love. I've got a deck video for that one on the channel. And then my next build is Black Panther. I'm actually going to get 2 videos out of Black Panther because I've had so many questions, including today. How do I make my proxies? So I'm going to proxy up the Black Panther deck completely first and make a video of how I make my proxies with it. And then I'm going to tech how I built it because I've been really enjoying that deck build. I actually need some cards to cut. Maybe we can look at that here at the end if I can get through these really fast. I just want to see what I'm missing because these are all sleeved and ready to roll, so they don't need too much of a look. That's the one extra sleeve probably. Yeah, see? This is typically what I do. Celestine, the Living Saint, and then I'll even write typically where I put it just so I know exactly where it ended up. This deck is basically together though. Oh, bro, Dieter, you're preaching to the choir, bro. I love artifact decks. I played my Urza All Retro Constructs deck so much, and probably twice I either got Brotherhoods ended or Vandal Blasted, and it hit, I'm talking lands. Flywidow, what's up? Good to see you. Spectre. I just need to finish that deck. I don't have to list these right now. I'm just going to check them and see. Okay, so I just actually finally sleeved the Necrons, the mono black one. Out of the box, Dieter, you said you played Necrons. Out of the box, which commander should I be playing with no upgrades? Because there's a couple of different mono black legends in here. So that one's ready to roll. RJ, what's up? Good to see you. Hey, if you're just getting here, if you haven't yet, click that like button for us. Let's get up to 69 likes. So that I can be freed from my eternal torment. Jake says I can't stop a stream ever unless it's got 69 likes. And so, I'm going to need some help here. Looks like maybe I've pulled 2 cards from the Swarm Lord. Let's just give her a quick count, eh? Dom, are you still there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep, so I'm missing 2 cards from this one. Good to know. The one that generates the zombies? Okay, cool. Buzz says Anric here. Those 2 sleeves up front. That was Swarm Lord. Missing 2 cards. Arch Inquisitor or something, whatever it is. Missing one card. Mono black artifacts. Complete. And then I played this one too. Abaddon, the Despoiler. I could not get this deck to really pop for me playing it out of the box. Looks like quite a few cards are missing from here. Oh, we're 3 likes away from 69. Come on, 1, 2. Yeah, Abaddon just wasn't for me. I'm keeping it together in case we want to use it in, you know, any kind of gameplay things. But this one is one I would probably completely just tear apart for pieces, or maybe use it as like the beginnings of a demon tribal deck. Put together my Raphael game plan with this and see what happens there with Bellicor. And then Swarmlord, whatever that, who's that Mana Rock commander that came in this that has X-Spell synergy and taps like a Soul Ring, 4 mana, something like that. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's the commander. Yep. So this is missing 4 cards. Whatever that 2 mana tapper X spell commander is what I want to convert it into, because that card is nuts every time I see it. Yes, the Screaming Lady. Okay, so that's easy there. I'm glad we got to look at that. Because then past that, it's the 5 Strixhavens that are completely unaltered. This is Abaddon. This is missing... Did I say 4 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah. Okay, cool. So that does that. As far as main roster goes going into this year, Bumbleflower, Iron Man for sure top of the list. I would say that some combination of these is also on there, but I am also actively interested in putting Lara Croft into the main roster, and also the new Black Panther deck that I am building. I don't know if y'all have heard about that. Very pleased with this. Some can be shelved for good. Some I'm actually excited to go back and update and have, since it's like so basically ready. I just haven't touched it in years. It's a really good exercise to do, to go back and see exactly where you're at and what you could be doing. So I've also got Strixhaven precons, 4 of those, not upgraded. I will just say as they were in the box. Did anybody go watch the Innistrad stuff? Was there any? Thank you for 69 likes, y'all. Appreciate you. Is this a lot? Is this a lot? I feel like I feel like I only hear Food Time being like, I have 374,000 decks yesterday. And then, yeah, I mean, Spectre's like, I need a dump truck for all of my commander decks to go to Friday Night Magic. Lucia Kane, thank you, Food Time. Appreciate you. Dom's got 15 or 16. Dom, here's the list. This is what we got to work with on my side anyway. 4 precons here that are pretty close. These are done. Unupgraded. I've pulled some cards out of them for other decks. Seems like the right amount for an MTG YouTuber. Nice. Hell yeah, that's what we're going for. Tricolor Dom, I think, could be a thing. I got quite a few of those to choose from. Monocolor, dual color, tricolor. Everybody's on 4 color. Everybody's on 5 color. That could be something. No, we should make Jake play Esper. He hates it. We should build him a very permission-based send triplets deck. Chat, I do appreciate everybody hanging out today. I got some other stuff I got to get to today, but I did enjoy updating my decks. Actually, you know what? Real quick before we leave, I was about to walk away, but I need some cuts on Black Panther. May the road rise to beat you. We're putting counters on lands and then sending them to our army, or just animating that land and swinging. That's the game plan here. I need 6 more cuts. Here's the list. Number 1, go check this out. Number 2, go follow us on... Thank you, Jank. I've been trying to get creative with my deck names. Prosh gets lit. Bumble's biscuits make you fly. Jarvis drop my needle. May the road rise to beat you. Hug from a tentacle. I don't love this one because it's supposed to be like kiss from a rose, but it does, that doesn't even make sense. And then I like Nellie's got a gun, but it's more like Nellie's got a sword. Anyway, I need cuts. That is nationalist, Dom. Hug from a tentacle. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I didn't go for anything sexual at all. That's not my kind of humor. I need 6 cuts and then I can say I'm good with this deck. Don't tell me to cut regrowth because it's not happening. This is another one. Somebody was asking me earlier, sentimentality on cards. Because I'm building Black Panther now, and I know I'm not going to be building Cap for a while, not going to be building Storm for a while, I'm also trying to fit in as many of the Marvel cards into this as I possibly can. Like Ozolith. That's going in here. You could flood my pits. Oh yeah, that one doesn't taste good on the lips. Anyways, you've got the deck list. Chat, live with it. Action Survival? Is it? I don't even have that in here. Don't give me ads. Cut all the board wipes? Dom, I don't think you know how this deck plays. Oh, instead of regrowth? Alright, Corey. That's what I just said. Some of these cards I'm married to because this is a Marvel Secret Lair card. And I'm not going to be building Storm for a good long while. Most likely. I don't need swaps. I don't need ads. I need cuts. You're killing me. Don't tell me any cards to add. Look, I have no problem with cards to add. I got 8 cards in the sideboard. And I got 71 cards in considering. What the... Joel, one question. You don't start to build a new deck unless you finish the deck you're building. Rafa, finish is a tough word to put my head around for a commander deck, dude. I don't ever consider a commander deck finished. Like I said, with a lot of my decks, I keep 3 or 4 cards in there that I think would be good in the deck just to swap out if a card pisses me off while I'm playing. If I'm like, that shit sat in my hand, dead all game, get out of here. I'll have one to swap it with, you know what I'm saying? But... And so I don't ever really consider a commander deck done. Like version 1, pretty much I'll get to pretty fast. You know, you can see this one here. This is the last one that I started. This was a few weeks ago. I got it down to 106 and put it away for the holidays. I'm revisiting it now because I want to make two videos out of it. Cut Soul Ring. Okay. Chivalric Alliance. Re-attack with 2 or more creatures, draw a card. Yeah, not bad. This is one of those sleeper cards that I think people don't play enough, and so yeah, I can take that. Cut the Walker. Dog, this, I can just dump counters on a land and animate it one time. And it comes with Vigi, Hexproof, and Haste. And gets base power 3/3. Grand Crescendo I could see an argument for just because I do have a lot of redundancies on these. And this is probably the worst of intervention, maneuver, protection, will, and concealment. Yeah, I've got some redundancy on board wipe protection. That's a good point. Boom. Done. I like that one because it made tokens. But we got a lot of stuff up here making creature tokens. This one's 2, this one's 3. Any other... $41 including the MDFCs, dude. You like that over Clever Concealment? Convoke seems really strong here. It will be quite short. 41 with MDFCs. That's fair. That is fair. This is not a deck I want to be missing my land drops with, though. No, that's fair. Because it's creature fall, it's not landfall. For some reason I was thinking creature fall. I can come down from 41, I think you're right. Look at this, I'm not even running basics in this deck because I'm running stuff like... Where are we? Like Restless Prairie. So I can dump a bunch of counters on it and animate it into a creature for a turn. You know, that's kind of like game plan 1 is dump a bunch of counters on something like Ink Moth, something like Mudavault, board wipe, and then animate and attack. And so I want board wipes that are majorly reduced costs. And same thing for like protections, you know, free. 2 mana. But cut 2, I'm not against that. You know, I run things like Sanctuary in here because of all the dual droppers. So I can play them early, or things like a Ganjo, things like Besiege You. I actually probably need that other bounce land in here too. With all the MDFCs. Forbidding Watchtower, put a ton of counters on this, animate it for 2 mana, that's huge. No, that one ended up getting cut just because it was so much mana food. And I would rather, because my second strategy is tokens. Go wide. That's kind of the distraction strategy, is I'm going to be going wide and filling up the board with a lot of creatures. Basically encouraging a board wipe almost. And because Black Panther's ability is instant speed, once my army attacks, I can just move all the counters after they've declared whichever 1/1 is getting through. I'm like, suddenly that 1/1 is not a 1/1 anymore. And punch them hard. But that's kind of the distraction strat, is fill up the battlefield with 1/1s. Just go wide like crazy. And so it's either I can like get in and start drawing cards, gaining life, moving counters on, punching in hard, or they board wipe me. I'm like, sure. I do like that we're down to 4. Travis, what's up, buddy? I like the lands idea. Opponents. Like, we could probably just go see you later to... Surveil. Like, Talon Gates seems fine in here. But I feel like it's sideboardable for sure. I don't know how many enters tapped I have that aren't like fully on strategy. Like this is, I mean, I guess Field of the Dead can come out. It's just more redundancy, and look at how many different named lands I have. 2 or more other lands. Each green creature that entered the battlefield this turn. Like Oron Reef is arguable. Well, I mean, Stirring Wildwood is the whole point of the deck, is lands that can animate themselves. So that when I get a bunch of +1/+1 counters on there, I can turn it into a creature for a turn whenever I want to. So we don't want to cut those. That's a lot of the stuff you're seeing the ETB's tapped. I don't know if I'll have this one in Chicago, Travis. I don't know if I'll have enough time to get this ready. I think I'm going to be in LA at the end of January, though, Trav. We got a lot to talk about. One land off of here. Oron or Arbor? I'm between Oron and Arbor. We're close, Spec. We're going to definitely get a video out of this. Not only a deck tech, but a how to proxy my decks. That's my fear with all the videos that I make. You like Arbor in the deck? Yeah, this one's interesting because it just lets me straight up drop them onto a creature. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, the counters could just go straight onto Dryad. I think this is arguable. Oron. Oh, you like Dryad to cut. I like Dryad right now. I want to test out Dryad before we cut it. It's definitely going to make version 1. I'm happy with the lands now. 35, 39, including MDFCs. That's good for me. That's good for me. Like maybe one of these two. Like probably not Divine Visitation, but like no, Doubling Season works on both lines. Probably Season. I'm kind of on Season of the Burrow needs to go to the sideboard. And then maybe choose a creature. You have counters on Dryad Armor and pay 3 to move the counters onto Dryad Armor. You basically pay 3, draw a card. Yes. Yeah, Aura Shards is disgusting in this deck. Why did I put Season in here originally? It creates tokens. It lets me exile stuff. Oh no, it lets me return stuff. With an indestructible. King Darien. I'm not taking Aura Shards out. I love King Darien. I am going to move Season of the Burrow to the sideboard. Looking at it after the fact, it seems a little offline here. Then I just need one cut, and pretty much it's just a toss-up at this point. Probably a creature. I'm happy with the instance. Path Swords. 3 layer cards. 3 protection cards. Pretty much all this. I only need one more cut now. Anything we cut's going to the sideboard anyway, so it'll be first in as I find cards that I don't like. Have you played with this card, Dom? And they fly? I'm more like on this. The only reason this still stays in the deck is because it's on 4 and not on 5. Yeah, people like Mondrak. Yeah. Oof, I don't know. Every single time you... So it gets both triggers. Pier gets both triggers. Toby? Oh. Ooh, creature tokens you control have flying. That's such a good surprise, dude. Is this good or is this bad? Kadira. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player for each token you control, create a 1/1. Only has to get across for 1 damage. I can grow Kadira. Travis, I'm not cutting Giggling Skitter Spike. I love that card. Yeah, this feels like probably the cut, right? Yeah, I like Toby a lot. Okay, boom. We're at 100 cards. Chat, we made it. Now we've got Black Panther. Wakandan King. Chat. Much appreciated. Everybody hanging out today. I think Tuesday day is where we're going to start putting our streams. I know everybody's typically used to them Wednesday nights, but we're trying some new stuff in the new year. See if it works better for us. See if it works better for y'all. Love you, mean it. Catch you very soon. Appreciate everybody. Have a good rest of your week. We will not be live tomorrow night, just FYI, for those of you that care about that. Jank, we'll see. We got to find a place for a hangout stream. Cathar's Crusade potentially would be a very good option for this build. Just because all of the token creation. But is that, does that have to do with creature types? I can't remember. Oh no, it's just a creature you control enters. Yeah, Cathar's Crusade would be dope in this deck. For sure. That's actually going into the sideboard because... If it's not already. Yeah, it's already in the sideboard. I don't think so, Travis. Yeah, Cathar's Crusade is one of those where it's like the math's so hard that I don't want to do math because I'm a big dummy and I don't like to read or do math, and so it's one of those cards that I'm like, I don't want to keep up with it anyway. Everybody, I love you, mean it. See you at the next one.